This is the Say It Can't Gamer, and you are live with the MMA-Holes!
Mixed martial a-holes. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes. You like to be a mixed martial a-hole. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes.
Boom, 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 boom.
No way.
Oh!
From the Queen Studios of New York, UFC 219 is here. 2018's right around the corner. Happy New Year, motherfuckers, with the MMA-Holes. Yes! That's right. Wonderful, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. What's going on, friends and family? I hope everyone's good. I hope everyone's sexy. I hope everyone's swollen. I hope everyone is wonderful, wonderful. It is Wednesday night, episode number 65. It's great to be here, guys. It's good to see all of you, all the fooks, on a Wednesday night. And this is the last Wednesday night of the year. The last Wednesday night of the year on the MMA-Holes. It's still snowing over here, but 2018 is upon us. After this weekend, 2017 is no more. But before that happens, we have something that we have to look at and look forward to, and it is a fucked up Google. It's a fucked up Google. There it is. All right, UFC 219, upset or no upset. JBH will be on after us, and it's going to be wonderful, wonderful. Now, guys, I did start off a little late tonight, so I'm going to try to shake off the cobwebs here. Had a shit day. I'm not going to lie. Had a fucking shit day. Got up, got some bad news, and just haven't been able to bounce back from my shitty day. So just bear with me. Tonight, we're going to do some topics. We're going to talk to a few guests. I brought some guests back that we can basically celebrate the year of the MMA-Holes. This is the first full year of the MMA-Holes on 2017, and it's been spectacular. We had over 6,000 subscribers over here, and I couldn't be happier. All I wanted to do is get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and somehow we pulled off 6,000. So it's been a wonderful, wonderful year.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And it's good to celebrate on this Wednesday. I hope everyone had a great Christmas, holiday, whatever the hell you guys celebrate over there. Hope everything was great over there. But 9:30, 10 o'clock, and 10:30 p.m., we will have some wonderful, wonderful guests jumping onto the show. So stay tuned for that, and we'll reflect. We'll look back. The years of the MMA-Holes. Well, the 1 year of the MMA-Holes. This weekend, UFC 219, I've been complaining about this card for a little bit, and a lot of things have been coming up on this card. And it's been Jimmy Rivera getting pulled out, and just weird shit going on, and finally it's pieced together, and this is the card we're stuck with here on UFC 219. With that being said, this Fight Buddies will still be epic. Explosions will be on Saturday while we entertain you guys with some fight reactions for UFC 219. Saturday's going to be lit. Doesn't matter how good or bad the card is. The card's got some good stories on it, and we're going to touch base on this Wednesday. But we're going to be holding your hands throughout this wonderful, wonderful evening on Saturday. And it's going to be great. I'm pumped up. I got some family. We got Trigger Mike, the return of Trigger Mike. Michael Anzalone, who is in the chat. Michael Anzalone is, he timestamped the Maymac Fight Buddies. And that was great. That was great. If you look through Maymac, you could find the best of Trigger Mike. He actually timestamped all the great moments over there. So credit to Mike Anzalone. Looking back at all these videos, you could see some timestamps, and then you could teleport to the best parts. Some really, really funny stuff happened this year on the MMA-Holes, and it's been great. It's been a good time. Now, before I started this, I almost didn't wake up. I actually had to take a nap. I don't know. It's been a weird one. It's been a real weird one today. Found out that a friend of mine, a childhood friend, passed away, and that was weird. You know, when you wake up to that news, he overdosed. I don't know the exact details of this. I don't know if it was on purpose. I don't know if it was an accident. But my prayers go out to his family, my friend Anthony. You know, may he rest in peace, and I hope that he gets better and in the afterlife, considering it didn't work out too well in the regular life. But it was a good guy. He was a really good guy. So when you start the day and you find out something like that, it kind of throws you off your game. So I've been trying to pull myself together and you know, shake off the cobwebs and get the show going. I wasn't going to stream tonight. I wasn't going to do it, you know, and I didn't stream Monday, and I was like, this is the end of the year. How could you not stream? You know, how could you not go live for, you know, the last Wednesday of 2017? So I decided, fuck it. You know, I've streamed after a tube getting shoved up my ass for a colonoscopy. If I could do that, I could do anything, right? So here I am. Here I am. It's good to see you guys. After this, we have Jessie Belle Hill. She'll be streaming after this, and it's going to be great. It's going to be wonderful, wonderful. And I'm not going to bring the show down anymore. I just kind of had to get that off my chest. This place is like, thank you guys. I appreciate the comments in the chat. This place is like my therapy session, you know? So I've had you guys throughout 2017 to be there for me. You know, anytime I need to just go live and just escape reality, I get to look forward to, I mean, we got 50 people watching right now. Just get to look into the chat room and say, wow, these people are there every time. Every time I decide to go live and do something like this, they're there. They're very supportive. So respect. This show, these 2 hours that we're going to spend here live on YouTube is basically a thank you to you guys, to the MMA-Holes, to the people that keep on coming back, to the greatest year of my life. I'm going to be honest with you. This was so much fun doing this. So 2018, I expect extremely big things, and I couldn't do without you guys. So a thank you to those MMA-Holes. Let's see who we have in this chat, and let's get this party started, because at 9:30 we got a good friend of the show, Jason Shower, is going to be jumping on, updating us on what's going on in his career. And you know, it's always good to talk to our friend. He was a part of the show from pretty much the beginning, so it's good to have him back on here. Tommy Arnold, Mark Wahoo, Dixie Normus, Jesus Christ, it's good to see Jesus. Respect Your Stash says, the A-side. Brian Reuters here says, now you know why you weren't in Luke Thomas's live chat today. It makes sense, Chris. Yeah, I mean, I actually watched a little bit of it, but, you know, it is what it is. Let's see. May your friend rest in peace. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate that. Showers, says Tanner R. That's right, and I saw him pop in the chat briefly. We're going to have him on shortly. Thank you, Dank Showers, with the smiling. It's Darth Bane. We got Derrealin is saying, smoking it up. King Jim with this ring. Frankie Santiago's here. Good for you. See you. Look at that. We have all the friends here. Craig Lee, Jessie Belle Hill, our moderator, says MMA-Holes 2018. Beep. Abba Zabba, sorry for your loss, man. I appreciate that, Abba. And there he is. J Money. Jason Showers will be joining us. We have, right off the bat, we have 47 likes in here. So let's do it. 10 more likes. Yes, 47 fucking likes. Like the shit out of this video. Let's have a little fun. Let's end the year with a bang.
I've got 10 likes. I've got 10 more likes. I've
got
10 more likes.
Fuck you, dislikes.
I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I hope the dislikes die of AIDS.
There we go. The 10 more likes song, the greatest song on YouTube. The 10 more likes song, and just rolling along. 6,100 subscribers. We're going to hit those dragons. We're going to let them out. We're going to pull them out of their cage and let them fly all over the fucking place. And there you go. Good way to end the year, says Frankie Santiago. And it is. 10 more likes, says Brian Royja. Luke loves his new coffee cup, says the A-side. He has a new coffee. I see he has a new seat, a new coffee cup, and blah, blah, blah. Oh, fuck Luke Thomas. Fuck that guy. Right, Luke Thomas? Fuck you?
Wonderful, wonderful.
That's right. He says wonderful, wonderful. It's good to see all of our friends, because we have 10 more likes. 54. Oh my God, you're going to make me explode with joy. 50 more, 4 more likes. 10 more likes. 10 more likes.
I've got 10 more likes. Fuck you, dislikes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes.
That's right. Hope the dislikes die of AIDS. All right. There you go. Keep it going and flowing. Check this out, guys. I'd like to present to you. I'm a goddamn celebrity right over here. The MMA-Holes trophy. The MMA-Holes trophy. And what I'm going to do is this Saturday, when I have my family over, that's right, Church Group Mike is coming back for the Fight Buddies on Saturday. This Saturday, this trophy's up for grabs. Oh, I got to move him from the Wednesday show. Actually, why is the Wednesday show even there? This thing is just kind of, fuck it. But here he is, my fantastic trophy. Look at him. A gold man holding a toilet bowl, and it actually is a toilet brush. But what I'm thinking about doing is this. Every time we have Fight Buddies, the trophy will be on the line. And who will win the Fight Pick trophy? Since I am Mystic Moss, I guarantee a win, because that's all I do is win, win, win. And that trophy is up for grabs this Saturday. So we're going to have a little bit of fun with that. On the Friday show, we're going to move on over to JBH's channel over there. Have her do Fuqua Fridays. Why the fuck not? And I'll be jumping in on via on the JBH show. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And after this show, JBH will be doing our... Well, I should leave him here. He looks good over here. What do you think? You think I should leave him? Hey, guys. Should I leave him? All right, stay right there. You just hang out. You just hang out right there. Now, I didn't get a chance to write it down, but fuck it, we're gonna do it anyway. Topics. All right, topics. Yes. All right, topics. Let's go. Now I have it on my phone. I'm just literally going through the news over here. I didn't write it down. I give a fuck. Dana White says George St. Pierre ain't fighting Conor McGregor anytime soon when he returns to the UFC. So it looks like, and I've been saying this for a little bit, that, yeah, GSP versus Conor McGregor looks like it's going to be a no-go. It's going to look like a no. So... there goes that. That just confirms it. And we know that Dana White doesn't lie. Bang Bose. Remember that guy Bang Bose? He fought not too long ago. Got fucking cleaned up. A black dude. Big muscles. I don't know if you can see him. But there he is. Bang Bose. Well, the curse, let's see. Curse is Dana White claims mistreatment in the UFC. And he wants his release in the UFC. So he wants to be released because he's mistreated. I think he's mistreated by his opponents since he's been getting K'd the fuck out. I mean, I don't know. Let's see what else we got here. Kevin Lee shares. Let's see what Kevin Lee does over here. Kevin Lee shares what he's heard about Conor McGregor. UFC returns. Something crazy is going to happen. So wait, hold on a second. According to SB Nation, Kevin Lee shares what he's heard about Conor McGregor. UFC return. And he says something crazy is going to happen. How? Well, what crazy is going to happen with Kevin Lee and what he heard about Conor McGregor, UFC return? What could it be? Something crazy. Well, we do know this, that Conor McGregor is coming back, and he's going to be coming back in mixed martial arts. No more of that boxing, thank God. And we're going to find out who he's going to be fighting, and Kevin Lee says it's going to be something crazy. So, thank you, Kevin Lee. What else we got in the news? Sage Northcutt, additional to Ivan Drago. Oh, wait, he's he's playing Ivan Drago's son in Creed 2. It's happening. Holy shit. A couple of months ago, Sage Northcutt posted a couple of photoshopped images. Him as Ivan Drago on his social media account. Apparently, that wasn't about him having fun about a similar appearance. According to UFC Lightweight, he has made an audition tape and with hopes of landing the movie role on the upcoming Creed film. So how about that? Sage Northcutt in Creed 2. By the way, Creed 1 I thought was fantastic. I really did. I thought Creed 1 was good. It was a fun movie. I think Creed 1, they did a really good job in it. I was a little surprised. I didn't think it was going to be any good, but it actually was a good movie. Let me know in the chat, how many people saw that Creed movie? Creed, the first one, where it was Apollo Creed's son. He was all effed up and became the next Rocky, the Black Rocky. I thought it was a great movie. I really did. Let me know how many people saw that. Creed with Sage Northcutt as Drago, his song. He fucking looks like him. Creed, good flicks is Olympia Lowlife. There you go. Smart Man says Dixie Normus. Lee versus Poirier next. I would like to see that. And you know what? That's a good possibility. Never Saw It, says Mr. Danky. Definitely check it out. I thought it was a very good movie. Sage will be great, says Casey. So Casey says, yeah, fuck it. Sage Northcutt, nicest man in MMA. He is a saint. He sure is. Law of Attraction. King's Your Mother's Ring says, one I saw it. BBC wins, says Gary Bancho Sandwich. Creed is good. I got laid watching it, says Joey with the numbers. So there you go. Yes. Yes. Good.
That's it. Yeah, good.
Jesus Christ says Creed's direction during the fights was amazing. So the directing was amazing during those fights. So how about that? Creed's directing was amazing. Northcutt versus Paige Van Zandt for the undisputed. Whoa, what the fuck? I see a super chat popping up in this bitch. Holy shit! Oh my god, this is insanity. Abba Zabba with a Christmas gift.
Super
Holy
chat.
shit! Look at that. Abba Zabba says
a belated Christmas gift for the game fund. Any chance you could address the rumor about Misha being preggers?
Oh, wow. Well, how about that? I didn't even know about that. Abba Zabba with the $20 super chat. Jesus Christ, Abba Zabba. You are wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
It's very kind of you, Abba Zabba, dropping in that super chat, tickling up that dollar symbol. And hey, maybe it was a good idea to go live tonight. Abba Zabba, Misha Tapey, and Pregos. I did not hear about this, but let's look it up. Misha Tapey and Pregos. Well, it does look like that Misha has zero interest in returning into the UFC. And let's see, Misha Tate. I'm going to look this shit up. Being Pregos. I wonder if she's still with the I don't see anything here. I wonder if she's still with that freaking weirdo. What the hell is her boyfriend's name? Let's see. Misha Tate pregnant. I see something here. Misha Tate pregnant. How long ago is this? December 28, 2017. This is according to Media Mass. Let's see. I don't know how Media Mass, how reliable that is. This looks like a tabloid thing. Yeah, this is a tabloid. So I don't know how much we can follow this over here. It's possible, right? Her good friend got pregnant. The Valentina Vixen. Misha Tate retires. Is she pregnant? YouTube, that's in July. So it looks like this is a constant thing that people bring up. I don't think anything has concern. I don't know. It doesn't look like that this is... Oh, this is the kid I was talking about. What the hell is this kid's name? I always forget his name. The real prick bag. Brian Calloway. Here he is. There's the boobies. Boobies, yes! Oh, Misha Tate's boobies. Wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
Ann H says, Chris, I'm glad you went live. Thank you, Ann. I appreciate that. Ann H, I will be displaying your wonderful, wonderful cup for the Saturday stream, the Fight Buddy stream, and we got 10 more likes. Oh my God, 60 likes. Everybody take their genitals out. 60 fucking likes.
I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. Fuck you, dislikes. I've got 10 more likes.
Super
Stop the song. Stop the song.
The mules know Abba Zabba, but here, fucker.
Well, how about that? How about that? G-Man Mule making Conor McGregor fly with a $2 super chat. Jumping in. Now, if you're going to do in the super chat or the Streamlabs donations, now might be the time to do it because we're going to be having 3 guests on tonight. So if you do want to interrupt those things, link underneath the phone, underneath that little phone over there. There's a little dollar symbol, and you could tickle the super chat. I really appreciate that, G-Man and Abba Zabba. You're wonderful.
Wonderful.
Doesn't look like Abba. Doesn't look like that Misha's pregnant. But I don't think she's coming back. There are some things with Ronda Rousey that have been popping up. Where Abba Zabba says this. I'll find the pic of the IG thing. Let's see. What some of them do now? Okay, so he's talking about something else. But there are... What was I talking about? I was talking about something. My head's in a fucking clouds. My head's in a fucking clouds tonight. I don't even know what the fuck's going on. This is going to be I'm warning you guys now. This might be the most dysfunctional show. I had a lot of plans for this end of the year show, and I got kind of sidetracked over here. So, fuck, who gives a shit? Let's move my trophy over. There it is. That's right. If you're just jumping in, I won this award. I'm a goddamn celebrity. And this, indeed, is the MMA-Holes Pick Champion Award over here, and we will be displaying this thing proudly on Saturday, and we'll see who wins that wonderful, wonderful award. What's up, Kaepernick Sucks? Shout out to Abazaba and Matt. That stream was definitely different. When is the call-out stream? So D-Man is in the chat talking about Abazaba, and Matt Allgood has a live chat. Everyone is doing live streams, and that's great. I think that the future of YouTube is live streaming. It's the only way to go. I mean, it's better than fucking TV watching somebody's live stream. So, yeah, hell yeah. Dysfunctional topics. And guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we've got a guest. Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, there you are.
Boys and girls, we've got a guest. We're going to dance. There he goes. All right. The Hertzman's here. What's up? Jason Showers, welcome to the show. How's it going now? It's snowing over here on the show. Is it snowing by you, Jason Showers?
No.
No? Okay, good.
No,
Well, it'll be snowing on the MMA-Holes. Jason, it's good to see you, my friend. I'm glad you were able to come on. And there's the sweater. I should have fucking worn my sweater. God damn it, I dropped the ball. Check that out. The Hertzman Nation over there, live on the MMA-Holes. And Jason, it's good to have you here. I'm pumped up to see you, and I'm glad you could come on. For those of you who are newer to the MMA-Holes, Jason Showers is a friend of the show, badass fighter, and look at, whoa, you're the man that stole all our goddamn bracelets. Holy shit, represent, Jason, represent. What's going on, man?
Every day. Not much, man, just hanging out with my cousin. Can you guys hear me? I'm out in the middle of nowhere.
Middle of, where are you at, so we can all come over and say hello?
You're gonna have to come by airport.
Airport?
By Binghamton Airport.
No kidding. Holy cow. So what are you doing over there? Just hanging out for the holidays?
No, my cousin bought a house on here, so, you know, out here hanging out. We're playing WWE right now is what we're doing, so.
Are you, hold on a second, so are you on PlayStation or Xbox? What are you on?
P4, baby.
Oh, shit. I'm gonna have to get you on my gaming channel. We're gonna have to battle. You have a UFC too?
I suck. No, I haven't played any of the UFC games.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna reach out to you. There's some free games on the PlayStation like Fortnite and some other poker games and shit like that. We're gonna have to get you on there. Jason, it's good to have you. All right, so fill the people in here now. Jason Showers, okay, badass. Let me walk out to the cage with him, for God's sakes. It was a fantastic experience. It was an experience of a lifetime, and he's a good friend of the MMA-Holes. And what we decided to do here,
thank you.
2017 winding down, why not have some old faces, friends of the show that were on pretty much since the beginning of the MMA-Holes? And who better to have on than Jason Showers? Now, Jason, okay, listen, you've been doing it, man. You go out there, you bring it every time you fight. 2017 is winding down. There's a new year coming. And what could you say to the MMA-Holes? What do you see for 2018?
Another busy year. Actually, I can actually I have something lined up. Thank you to a good friend of mine, Dominic Gildersleeve. He was on here one time with me. He's gonna take me down to North Carolina, and I get to meet Marcus Davis.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
The Irish handmaid. So we're gonna go down there and work out with them for like 72 hours. And come back home. I got a fight lined up February 3rd for Gladius 30, Auburn, New York. It's like 2 hours away from where I live.
Ah, super chat.
And hold on, someone's jumping in with the super chat.
Holly, I love you. Heart, 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 heart.
So we got Andrew the Immortal jumping in and says, Holly, I love you. Hot, hot, hot. So there you go. Someone wants to have sex with Holly Holm. And thank you, Andrew, for that.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
What do you think about that? Now, I know you're talking about Gladius coming up, and that's actually pretty exciting. Where is this fight going to happen again?
That's up in Auburn, New York.
Okay.
At the mall up there.
Oh, cool, cool. Good stuff over there. So now, I know you're always anxious in getting back into the cage, and why not, right? I mean, Jesus, you don't give a fuck. You want to just keep turning it back around, getting back in there. Unfortunately, the last time we saw you, it didn't work out your way. But here's the thing. I've noticed, and I was even speaking to your coach, we were saying the same thing. This is the question I want to know. Will you be fighting at 170 again? Are you going to drop weight? Or where are we looking to see you this time around?
Next one's 55.
Oh, get out of here. So 55 is the new weight class for you.
Yeah.
Now, how
I don't like fighting tall guys.
What's that?
The tall guys.
Yeah.
It's just they wrap you up and you can't do much, but it is what it is.
Hey, you went into the cage and you don't give a fuck. You just go in there and you want to put on a show, and fighting some of these bigger guys and stuff like that, sometimes it's not the best idea, but you don't give a crap. So I think that's a reason why to watch Jason the Hertzman Showers. And I'm going to pull up your Instagram right now, and here he is. Check him out. Hertzman.
Oh, my God. I want to talk about that.
Wait, what happened? Oh, hold on a second.
I had to get a new phone. I broke my other phone all the way. I shattered the screen, so I had to get a new phone. Along with it, I was just like, give me a new phone number. What the hell? Mm-hmm. So I had my Instagram. That Instagram was linked to my old phone number. And then it's linked to a email that I have. And for some reason, when I send the re-certification code kind of thing, I don't know what you're going to call it, to that email, I'm not getting it. And Instagram's telling me there's no way to get it back. So I'm trying to get that back. If not, I'm just going to make a whole nother one, start over next year, and I'll drop something on the old one, the link to the new one or something.
All right.
So that one is dead.
So that Instagram's no more. We can't even borrow that thing. All right. So
you can do whatever you want on it. I don't care what you want. You do what you want. I can still see it. I can't do nothing with it.
Okay. Well, there is a picture that I just pulled up over here on that Instagram, and there's an Asian man with a belt that he's beating your back. What is this about now? Can you explain to us? It says, "A jits will never be the same." What? I don't know if you remember that post.
Oh.
I don't know, but it looks. I don't. Now, is this an initiation or something? Can you explain to the MMA-Holes what we're looking at right now?
That was for my birthday.
Well, that's a fucking birthday present over there. Jesus Christ.
It's like you get the birthday beat down, so you walk the gauntlet. And it was actually jiu-jitsu was on my birthday that day. Like gi class was on my birthday this year.
Mm-hmm. Now,
but Charlie passed away. He took his life.
No kidding. Wait, hold on a second. So
From
now
what we're hearing, yes.
Oh my God. Wow, I started off the show with a terrible story about a friend of mine. We're not sure suicide, but overdosing. And now we have here, rest in peace, Charlie Till. We will roll again. So, oh my God, yeah, I'm sorry to hear about that. That's insane, man. Now you're saying this is a suicide thing?
That's what we're hearing, but
fuck. Jesus Christ.
I don't know. That's another subject to behind closed doors, but
yeah, no, that's fucked up. I mean, listen, I've spoken about suicide a million times. It is something that, I mean, I can't wrap my head around. I really can't wrap my. It's a really serious subject over here. God damn, this show is depressing today. I started off the show depressing.
Nah, it's all.
You came on. Now we're all depressed again. This is ridiculous. Let's talk about something. Let's talk about like pussy and I don't know. So Jason, listen. I tell you what. The last time I got to see you was at premiere. I had a blast. We went to the after party. We had a good time. Who gives a fuck about the results of the fight?
Thank you for the ride home.
We got to drive you home. My cousin became an instant super fan. My cousin's actually we're gonna be doing a fight reaction on Saturday. He'll be in the building, so I'll make sure to bring him up. And he loves you, man. He's like a super Jason Showers fan. So you got a #1 fan over there.
That's dope.
But
thank you.
Yeah, he's a big fan. So now, Jason, okay. So now I see 2018 as a whole brand new year, fresh start for the Hertzman, okay? Now, what can we see this time around? I mean, now we could pretty much say you're kind of a veteran. You've been in there. How many fights do you have under your belt inside the cage?
In the cage? 9?
9 fights in the cage. What can you say? 9? Well, give or take. What can you say, like, looking back at those fights after 2017? Like, how could you, I don't know, reflect on this? So what can you take from these fights?
I do that all the time, every video. But I don't know. I feel like I need to be more strike first. But the issue I have is I don't. Every time I hit somebody, they just want to take me down. So it's every time. So I just have to stop that. That's my biggest thing is I got to stop the takedown. 110%. That's my biggest thing, is stopping the takedown this year. Yeah, because they can't.
Is that your conscience? I hear your conscience.
By the way,
talking in the background.
Oh no, that's my cousin Cody.
Oh, okay,
this
cool.
knuckle right here.
Yeah.
You see this? Okay, it didn't stick out like this before. I fought Cris, so
yeah.
This just healed enough to where I could hit the bag. So,
are you a righty or lefty when it comes to jerking off?
Oh no!
Oh, you
hands, bro.
You double fist.
I get the whole thing in there.
All right, I was curious. As long as it doesn't hamper your behind the scenes action, you'll be fine. Well, hey, listen.
I just gotta relax and let it come to me more. You know.
Well, yeah, I noticed you are very aggressive when you get into the cage, this and that. So, are you looking to work on ground game and stuff like that? I mean, you did have a guillotine not too long ago that you were able to complete. So do you feel that your ground game is tightening up?
It's always a work in progress, you know. The journey never ends. But I don't know. I feel sometimes I get too comfortable on my back. You know, I forget sometimes that they can punch me in the face.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like I just want to stop going to the ground. Let's see what happens if I don't get taken down.
Yeah.
I've been one person I fought that, you know, would stand with me, and that was Jessie Westfall. And that was for Gladius too. That was my best fight, I think. He ended up catching me in the 3rd round, but you know, he's the only one to stand with me.
Well, listen, this year I feel big things for the Hertzman. I feel big things this year for 2018. Sometimes you have to experience some of these fights, these losses, or whatever. These are all learning experiences you take from it, and you just move on. You know, I mean, there are other fighters that go undefeated, don't get a taste of a loss, and then when they get that loss, they're all fucked up. You know, you notice like some of these guys, they never could bounce back, and you keep on coming back, and you still have that fire in your heart. So hey, you can only go up from here, Jason Showers, and we're all backing you up, especially these MMA holes. Surprisingly, in the chat, I'm noticing that they're actually very nice. Usually they're complete assholes, and they actually are very nice in this chat. So look at that. I think you're a complete MMA hole right now. So Jesus just compared Jason and Conor, says Tanner. So they're comparing you to Conor McGregor. So that's that. I don't know what that means, but anyway, this weekend there is there is a big fight. There is a big card, UFC 219 with Holm and Cris Cyborg. Everyone's pumped up about it. And what do you think? What could you say about this card? Will you be watching this event?
You know me, I don't normally watch them. But Holm, I might just watch that just because it's Holm. She's just sexy, and I like how she fights. But Cyborg, she's so.
Do you think Holly has a chance in this fight? A lot of people are picking Holly in the upset. A lot of people are doing it.
I want to, just because, you know, she's got the striking with her legs. And you got to get past that extra line of defense, you know. So I don't know. I don't want to watch enough to really pick somebody. So
yeah. Well, will you be watching this fight?
Oh, most likely. There's like 85% chance.
Okay, 85% chance. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good chance. I like the odds in that fight. This card, honestly, by the way, as an MMA fan, I like the card, but I fear for their ratings because looking up and down the card, I think the casual fan is not going to be too pumped up paying for a pay-per-view. But why pay for a pay-per-view these days, right? I mean, you just go online, you watch it for free.
Pay if I'm on it.
There you go. Yeah, if you're on it, of course, pay for it. Is Gladius this event that's coming up? Is it going to be a pay-per-view type deal, or how could you get tickets for this fight?
Right now, I just actually ordered some tickets. I believe it's gladiusfights.com, I want to say, or something like that. They can go and order them on. I don't know. I've been in this venue before. It's close. Like all the seats are pretty close. So no matter where you sit, you're gonna see some good angle.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
next time you come on, I need you to do me a favor. I know this is a last minute call up to come on, but the next time you come on, I want a little bit more excitement. I want you to give us some more information. Give us some fucking information so the fans know where to find you if they want to watch you fight, Jason. All right, sorry. I'm sorry.
don't watch me fight. You can just follow my athlete page.
Okay.
Everything's on there.
Where can we see
everything's on there.
Where can we see this athlete page? Where can they find this?
The athlete page is on Facebook. It's Jason, in quotation, Hertzman Showers. It says athlete page. There's another page. There was a page that tried to make it, but it's a people page, and Fedbook doesn't let you shut it down now, no matter what. It just stays active. Yeah,
Fedbook. I mean, Facebook has been it's been a real bitch as of late, but
yeah,
it's a good tool though. It really is. It's a good tool. A lot of eyes get to see their stuff. So, all right, so
definitely.
Jason, listen, I was pumped up to have you on today, and as an MMA hole, I mean, you are clearly an MMA hole. You're rocking the wristbands for God's sakes. So, I mean,
yeah, every day.
That's
every
right.
day.
Never take them off. Never take them off. They give you the magical powers. I don't know of what, but
grows my beard.
Yeah, powerful beard. Will you be running into the cage like Wolverine again? Will you be running in like Wolverine?
Start running to the cage. That seemed to work. Who knows?
Yeah, I think you should. All right, Jason, I am pumped up to see you fight again. What are the plans for next year? What do you see?
I'm pumped to fight.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. Where do you see you at the end of 2018? Where do you see yourself?
Depends on things go.
Well, there you go. I mean, you couldn't say it better.
It depends on everything.
Are you? I mean, it seems like you're putting a lot more time into this thing. You take this very, very seriously. You know, how do you juggle this with work and stuff like that, and family life? It's got to be difficult to juggle training.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll take my boys with me if I can. With me like once a week, sometimes to jiu-jitsu. I only work on the weekends, so my wife's home to watch the kids for that most of the time, where I work when she's home. I get the best job, and I get to, you know, and watch my boys grow up.
Well, listen, I think we said this before when you went on. I mean, when you go into that cage, you put everything in there. You have your family to fight for, and what better thing to fight for than your family? So we wish you the best of luck. You've been a good friend of the MMA-Holes. I will be rocking your sweater for your next fight. I should have had it on now. I kind of dropped the ball there. Jason, any last words for 2018, for 2017 ending to the MMA-Holes? What can you say to the swole autistic group of people inside this phone?
Inside this phone.
Yeah, inside. Yeah,
that little box right there.
Box. Yeah.
Where am I?
Well, I'm pointing here because that's where it looks like here. But if you point on the other side, you could. Yeah, there you go. They're right in there. They're in there.
That box.
There.
Well, to those people.
To those people. Yeah.
Sorry, stealth bomber's been coming through for a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Just stay tuned. You never know what's gonna happen with me. Always something exciting. I will give you everything I have every time I get in there. Next year, and you know, get to meet Marcus Davis to start the year off. That's gonna be exciting. And 3 wins. You asked me the goal. 3 wins is the goal, and then who knows? Maybe something big at the end of the year.
There you go. Well, hey, 155 is like the weight class that you should be at, and I think you could be very successful at 155. We're really looking for your next fight, and I see NH says, Chris, ask Jason, where did he get those curtains? That's a great question. And where did you get those curtains behind you?
This one?
Yeah.
This one or this one?
I don't know. What the fuck? So we got dogs?
It's a Christmas blanket.
Jesus Christ.
Believe me, it's cold out here.
Yeah,
I told you this house is under construction. It's cold out here.
What is the one behind you? Is that Star Wars? Behind you?
You ain't so cold.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Jason, for coming. Yeah, I think. What is that? I can't see it. Hold on.
It's blanket. Covers up the whole door.
That's awesome. All right. Well, it looks great. It looks like you have a good time. Stay out of trouble over there. No nose candy or any of that, or hookers, because we'll tell on you. No, none of that. But maybe some marijuana.
I don't need my nose, my heart to explode.
Yeah, none of that. All right, Jason, thank you for coming on, man. We'll talk to you soon. Before your next fight, come back on.
Oh, of course, always.
All right, my man. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for having me, Chris.
There he is.
Good night, guys.
Jason Shaq. Showers live on the MMA-Holes. Jason is wonderful, wonderful, and how about that? We bring on all our friends. Now, Jason, let me just give you a little recap. Jason, we met him during Premier FC 22. I was lucky enough to do the cage interviews for that. And we have some fun stories there. You can go back, actually, in our playlist and see Jason. He's a good friend of the show. And let me know what you guys think about Jason Showers for 2018, the Hertzman. Check out his IG over here, Jason Hertzman Showers, and it's Hertzman607. And here he is getting beaten for his birthday. Getting beaten for his birthday. Yeah, Holm versus Cris Cyborg is going down. It is going down on this Saturday. And that's going to be wonderful, wonderful. And we're going to be discussing this fight after a couple more guests. At 10 p.m. Eastern time, we're going to have our friend Justin the Fort Sumter, who is a friend of the MMA-Holes, and he's going to come back on. And why? Why not? It's 2018. 2018 right around the corner. And why not celebrate with a good friends, old friends of the show, jumping back on and talking about the MMA-Holes. Jason Showers needs to get on the horse meat, says Kamen Rider. Frankie Santiago says PFC was great. Yeah, Frankie Santiago was there. He was there. That's actually the first time I got to meet Frankie Santiago. Has a swole photo booth. Go check him out. Frankie, drop your info in the chat, and they could find out some more stuff about your photo booths. Chris, where is Justin Sumter? Is he still winning? And Jesus Christ, you say it, and we will have him on. Justin the Fort Sumter will be with us shortly, and he's a good old friend of the show. And Justin the Fort Sumter, who is, I believe, 5-1 right now. 5-1. Let's go to the Fort over here. He has been killing it. Friend of the show, Justin Sumter. Let me pull up his. Let me move my trophy. That trophy. He's a dancing trophy. Justin Sumter. Let's see. Go to the Google Zooms on the IG, and we go Justin. The Fort Sumter, and there he is. Oh, Justin Timberlake. Close enough. Fort Sumter. Here he is, Justin the Fort Sumter. My man Justin is fucking killing it. He's about to come on at 10 p.m. Eastern time. Fights out of FAA, 5-1. 4 of those fights, first round finishes. The guy's a goddamn savage. Punching to fucking Foo Fighters. He's punching to Foo Fighters. Look at him go. All right, there he is. I mean, if you punch and kick to Foo Fighters, you're a complete badass. The gym he fights out of is with Nick Newell. Here he is getting his hand raised, and all he does is win. We were watching his fight at CES. He is a CES pro fighter. My man, this year, 2018, I really do see big things for Justin Sumter. I'm telling you, this guy is going to be the real deal, and he's coming on very shortly. But let's look at this card over here. Holm, Cris Cyborg. Okay? KHABIB versus Edson Barboza. Hooker versus DeCasey, which got moved up from the prelims to the main card. And honestly, I think it's the right move. I don't mind it. They move shit around because, unfortunately, we lost our Jimmy Rivera. And that kind of sucks. I did want to see Jimmy Rivera fight on this card. Let me talk about this Jimmy Rivera situation, okay? I'm 6'1" and fighting at 125, says Lil Arctica. Who's Lil Arctica? Wait, hold on a second. Was this Lil Art? Is this the guy that Bootney Farnsworth reached out to? Let me know. Keep talking to me in that chat. We will have you on if you are the same kid that I'm thinking about. But let's see. So basically, Jimmy Rivera was supposed to fight. Well, he was supposed to fight Dominic Cruz. That thing fell through. Then John Lineker was the next one. That fell through. And then Moraes was the next fight. And that was actually, out of the 3, that might have been the most fun one to watch. I think that was the one to watch right there. That was back and forth on Twitter. And Moraes says that he wants to fight. He wants to fight. Jimmy Rivera's like, okay, but he couldn't make the weight. So Jimmy Rivera gives him a 2-pound weight leeway to fight. And Moraes is like, no, I can't hit that weight. So what happens? Jimmy Rivera comes back and says, hey, I'll tell you what, let's just fight at 145. Let's make it happen over there. I'll sign the papers. Let's go. And Moraes says, no, no, no. Then what happens? They take Jimmy Rivera off the card. So here's your card. This is the finalized card. All right. Now, it is always subject to change. You never fucking know. But here we go. DeCasey is on there. Calvillo versus Esparza and Conor versus Magny. When you look at the top 5, honestly, DeCasey versus Hooker visually would be a better fight for me. I mean, a more exciting fight than the Rivera fight. So I'm not upset about it. Rivera hasn't fought since, let's see, Slick Willie was POTUS. Says 3-3. Jimmy Rivera crying like a bitch. This is Jay Smooth. I mean, Jimmy Rivera has 3 opponents that just fucking bounced on him. So I don't know. I don't fucking know. NH, Chris, thanks. Hopefully Chris plugs it. What are we talking about? Let's go back. I'm getting Rivera on Sunday. All right, so there you go. Jimmy Rivera, check out Kobe on Sunday. Okay, so cool stuff. Yeah, Jimmy Rivera's been on Kobe's show, and it'll be very interesting. Why wouldn't he be upset? Why wouldn't Jimmy Rivera be upset? I mean, the fucking guy had 3 opponents fall out on him. You know, like, I mean, Moraes wasn't, technically he didn't fall out, but they were talking hella shit, and it couldn't happen. Marlon is on juice. This is Kobe's Corner. So, I mean, he is a specimen. I really want to hear it, and that's going to be a fantastic interview on Sunday. You got to hear Jimmy Rivera's side of the story. Good pull by Kobe over there. Skunkhead DeCasey says Tanner. Old Skunkhead is fighting. There he is. Dan Hooker's fighting old Skunkhead. Skunkhead, who's he's posed on it was like a gay magazine or something like that. I don't know if he's gay or not, but it is what it is. Whoa, easy. Can't say that word. Can't do that on the MMA-Holes. But DeCasey, who is an exciting fighter, nonetheless, is fighting Hooker, and I think that's going to be a fantastic fight. Very, very good fight. As a card, I said I'm disappointed, right? I've said this before, over and over and over again. I said I'm very, very disappointed in this card. You know, for an end-of-the-year card. Middle-of-the-year card, it's fantastic, you know? In middle of the year, I'm cool. I'm good with it. But an end-of-the-year card, I feel it kind of... I feel it's lackluster. With that being said, it's not a bad card. Okay, it's not a bad card. In fact, it could be a lot of fun to watch. The main card itself has a lot of things on this card that say finish. I see a finish here. I truly see a finish here with the return of Carlos Condit versus Neil Magny. I'm swaying it away that you'll find out on Saturday, but I see a finish. Calvillo versus Esparza. Well, I feel a finish here. You got 2 ground specialists. Calvillo looks like she's gotten a little bit better on the feet, and I think this is going to be a finish as well. DeCasey Hooker, I guarantee a finish here. Guarantee a fucking finish here. Nurmagomedov versus Barboza, yes. There will be a finish in this one. And Cyborg versus Holm. Holm is a very smart fighter. Cyborg is a goddamn savage. But both fighters have finishability.
Wonderful.
Finishability. And I do think that the main event could be a finish. So, as an MMA fan, as a UFC fan, as a person that's very obsessed with this sport, I think the card's good. Okay? I think it's good for us. For the casual fan, I think it's garbage. Okay? I think it's garbage. But let's just enjoy it, right? Let's just sit back and enjoy it. The end of the year is here, and it's going to be some good stuff. So even like looking at this card, there's a lot of good things over here. When we talk finishes, Roundtree versus Los Angeles, it's going to be a finish too. Absolutely going to be a finish there. Couple other fights over here on the preliminaries. We'll see what happens. We got Smolka got dropped down majorly, and there we go. Tim Elliott. Wow, I didn't even know that. So Tim Elliott's back on a card, and he's farking. He's farking. Mark De La Rosa. So as a whole, it's a fun one from beginning to end. I think we're gonna see some good stuff over here. Is this a fucking juiced up pay-per-view card? No. 4 fights on the prelims and 1 on the early prelims. Do I have to refresh this? Is this even right? It just seems like we're really stagnant. Where's the rest of the fights? Straight up fucking tumbleweed town, says Eddie Machete. Yeah, where's the fights? Miles Jury is a good pick, says Kobe's Corner. Miles Jury's right over here. Check him out. Miles Jury hasn't fought in a minute. I remember that one fight against Cowboy. Let's see. It's a good fight over here. Miles Jury coming out of the Ultimate Fighter. I thought he was going to be the real deal. Let's see. Mark De La Torre, Charles Oliveira, the loss, and this is the Cowboy one. His last fight was December 30th. Wait, hold on. Hello. What the fuck? That's coming up. April 8th was his last fight. So, I mean, it's not a crazy long amount. I forgot about this fight over here. And first round KO. So there you go. Coming off of the 2 L's, gets the first round KO. And now he's got a big one over here versus Rick Len. It's going to be a good fight. Good stuff. Like I said, as an MMA fan, I'm in. I'm always in. I want to see fighting. A pay-per-view, schmay-per-view. It's a mid-year pay-per-view for me, but I'm going to stop complaining now. Good, 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 good. It's a good fight card, says Ann H.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, good, good,
Good, good. That's right. We're going to take you to 11 p.m. and then we're going to take you over to Jessie Bell Hill, where Jessie Bell Hill does her thing. Thank you guys for the donations before. It really means a lot to me. If you guys want to shoot a donation, that is the dollar symbol down inside the cell phone, the super chat, and we have Streamlabs if you want to play some funky songs for the end of the year. Got to get your donations in because this is the last time you can donate before 2017 is done. Thank you, Andrew, as well. Andrew says, Holly walking around at 150 right now. Cyborg is heavier weight cut. Will be interesting. Now, okay. Let's address the fact that people are saying that Cris Cyborg can be upsetted by Holly Holm. Okay. Holly Holm takes out Ronda Rousey, correct? Holly Holm goes in there, and I didn't find that super shocking. Unfortunately, I wish I had this channel before that fight happened. Well, I did have it when that happened, but when Holly Holm, before she was in the UFC, I remember around to all my friends and saying, wow, this bitch could be the fucking Ronda Rousey killer. This could be it. Before the UFC, this bitch could be the Ronda Rousey killer. I had some faith in her. She came in. Did she look fantastic? Who'd she fight? Pennington, and I can't remember who else it was when she came in before she had that little bit of a run. But let's look at her statisticals. Yeah, Pennington was the first one. Renaud was the second one. Okay, and both were decisions. And I was like, wow. Holly's the type of girl that could finish people. Then I'm like, you know what? I mean, you know, it's her first time into the UFC. Maybe she's a little nervous. She played it safe. Pennington actually turned out to be not a bad fighter. But now, here we go. Boom, Ronda Rousey and him on top of the fucking world. Fights Miesha Tate. Beats her all 5 rounds, in my opinion. Except for 1 round. So it was the second or third round where Miesha had her in a bad situation on the ground. And then Holly comes back, pieces her up. 5th round comes around, and by a fucking miracle, Holm gets on the Miesha Tate gets on the back and puts away Holly Holm. There's 2 losses in a row. One is suspect over here, Jermaine Durandamy, and now Betts Correia. She drops a fucking shin to the face, and now here she is against Cris Cyborg, right? I don't think she's got a shot against Cyborg. Against Ronda Rousey, I saw the shot. I felt the shot. I had a feeling that there was a chance, even though Ronda Rousey was considered unbeatable. Considering unbeatable is this. This is who you consider unbeatable. You consider Cris Cyborg, who's been winning for like 8 years, right? I mean, this is not a woman. This is a man. This is a man over here. Okay? This is not Ronda Rousey. This is a woman that has trouble making 145. And I'm sorry. Cris Cyborg, I can't even see her losing. I think it's absolutely impossible. But more importantly, we got a guest. Yes. And look who it is. Justin the Fort Sumter.
Wonderful.
Justin the Fort Sumter's here. This is exciting to see Justin on the show. Now, Justin, I'm pumped, man. I'm glad you could make a little time for the MMA-Holes over here. It's always good to see you. 2017's winding down, and welcome to the show, my friend. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Just got done with some training. So enjoying the holidays and just relaxing. I'm ready to start the new year off with a bang.
Well, yeah, why not? Now, to those of you, we have a lot new viewers, so I just want to give a quick backstory over here. Justin the Fort Sumter, who happens to be the first mixed martial artist to come onto the MMA-Holes, and I'm saying to myself, hey, if we're going to do an end-of-the-year show, Justin Sumter has to be on this show. And thankfully, with the late notice, you were able to come on. So I do appreciate you coming on here, Justin Sumter. Good to see you.
No problem. No problem.
We were talking about this, and I just want to get your quick opinion on this whole situation with Holly Holm and Cris Cyborg. I tell you what, I think it's a fascinating fight in the fact that a lot of people, and I think majority of the people, are going with Holly Holm in this fight. And take nothing away from Holly Holm. She's a fantastic fighter. I mean, she's got that boxing and kickboxing background, and she's just a badass. She beat Ronda Rousey. People thought she was unbeatable. Now she's fighting in Cris Cyborg at UFC 219. What are your thoughts on this fight between Holly Holm and Cris Cyborg?
I think it's a really good fight for Holly. Not saying anything against Cyborg. Cyborg is the type of fighter that comes forward. She has a good back and forth movement, but she particularly comes forward. So this is a really good matchup with especially Holly, because like the same thing goes into effect when Holly fights Cyborg as she did Ronda Rousey, because Ronda Rousey was that straightforward person, and you know, if you cut angles, you touch her, get out, move around, you know, it poses difficulties. I'm saying it's a toss-up fight, you know what I mean? Either I just want to see a good fight, but you know, it's either or could win the fight, you know, because Cyborg has that power, and she definitely has the grappling pedigree to, you know, take any women down, you know, and some men. But I think the really, if Holly Holm can, you know, stay at range and you know, tag her, move away, I think she definitely has a good shot of winning. But for me, I think it's a toss-up fight.
Yeah, well, I mean, listen, if anyone on the UFC roster could give Cyborg a problem, it could be Holly Holm, and especially her countering, her patience, the way she moves. So sure, she can be the one to take Cyborg out, and Cyborg is getting a little bit older. You know, so it is possible. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, she's definitely a force to reckon with.
She scares the fuck out of me. So, Justin, it's great to have you on the show. I'm really pumped up to talk to you right now. Justin Sumter, let's talk about Justin here. 5-1, correct? Professional record, on fire, un fuego. Trains out of FAA. And is literally taking the world by storm. This man is a force to be reckoned with. And now 2017 is winding down, and big things are in the future for Justin the Fort Sumter. And why not spend the last show of 2017 with the Fort and let us know what is coming up with Justin Sumter?
Well, I just signed with a new management company, so next year is definitely going to be pretty good for me. You know, I mean, got some good things lined up. Hopefully I can get on to the CES card towards the beginning of February 2nd, get on that card. And, you know, hopefully with that six fight win streak, probably looking to either, you know, go to the Contender Series when they come back, or just go straight up to the UFC. So, either or, you know, I'm just ready to fight, you know, whoever they put in front of me. I have a goal in mind, and, you know, I'm just ready to kind of push forward towards it. So.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think, and it's pretty funny watching how the MMA-Holes, usually when we have people on here, they start off like, oh, fuck this guy, fuck this girl. And then the next thing you know, they start to fall in love with them. With you, what I've noticed is they never really had the chance to do that, because every time you go in there, you just literally do your thing and get the hell out. I mean, it's like quick work. You go in there like, all right, we're done. Let's move on to the next opponent. And you're doing your thing. And the respect in this chat, they're all pumped up that you hear, Justin. I think you have a lot of friends within the MMA-Holes community. So much respect to good friend, the Fort.
Yeah, I appreciate it. You know, everyone, you know, tuning in and becoming a fan. You know, I'm all fans of you guys, because, you know, likewise, I like to watch fighting. I like to talk with guys that I kind of see on the screen, and it's pretty cool when they kind of chime back in and reach back out to the fans. So I'm there with you guys, and so like I'm not one of those guys that once the fame comes, it's going to be like, oh, this guy's just going to fly off and not talk to anybody. I try to stay down to earth, and I think that's kind of what helps me along with fighting, because once you get that big head, everything comes into effect. You know what I mean? Like, all these people are going to see me. If I'm just a chill guy. Sometimes I lose, sometimes most of the time I win. But either or, I'm just going to try to be the same person I am right now. And I think that kind of speaks bounds and my character as well as my fighting ability.
Mm-hmm. Now, you had a taste of Bellator early, even though it didn't go your way. You did have a taste of Bellator early. Then you bounced back and you started whooping some ass. Now that do you feel that when you did go to Bellator, that was the perfect time for this to happen, to get that out of the way, under your belt, and now you can move on, because now you are on this run. You look so confident. You look so powerful. You look like very well-rounded, whether it's on the feet or on the ground. There is no way you can be beaten right now. Your size, your power, your speed at this weight class looks like it's definitely something to look out for within mixed martial arts. The Contender Series seems like it would be a perfect fit for you. What would you prefer? Would you rather the UFC just give you a call, or would you like the spotlight of the Contender Series to push you into the spotlight?
Well, like either or, the Contender Series is good because when you have like the millions and millions of fans that tune in on Fight Pass to catch it, and that's not bad at all. And they definitely do a great job of putting the spotlight on the guys that excel in the Contender Series. So you see like the guy, forget his name, but Marquez, the guy that was talking about his beard, and then you got Sean O'Malley. So those guys, they were outstanding in their fights there. So they definitely did a great job of kind of putting that platform for them and, letting them rise to the occasion. And then once they rose, they were able to, put some more backing behind it, and you get all those fans interested in them. So definitely a good look. But, if, they give me the call to fight for a show, I'm not going to turn that either. Definitely looking, for any opportunity that put in front of me. My mindset is I'm just going to, keep continuing to drive to my goal. So even if, I get CES for like 5 more fights this year, it's not a problem for me. I have a goal. I just want to keep moving forward towards that goal. And, if UFC wants me right now, UFC wants me later, or, Bellator wants me now, Bellator wants me later, it really doesn't matter. The only thing I'm going to do is continue with the consistency that I have right now and move forward. And I know my goals will come to fruition.
Well, yeah, you're on the right path right now. Now, if you had a preference, where do you want to be? Do you want to be the UFC? Do you want to be Bellator? Where would you prefer?
Spotlight wise, I would say UFC is there. Bellator is good. They have a good way of promoting their guys, and they definitely the pay is definitely an incentive. But I would say for my family and friends, most of them watch UFC. So I really want to be in front of them more than anything. Sure. So they can see me, see how far I've grown. So I would say the UFC definitely.
Now, you spoke about Marquez in the Contender Series, and I think I really would love to touch base on this guy. This guy, he scares the fuck out of me. Like, this guy is so powerful. He's like, it's literally like they took a caveman and threw him inside the cage and be like, go for it. What can you say about this guy Marquez? He is a scary dude.
Yeah, I would say, he's my weight class, so I don't think anybody's really that scary. He's definitely a power puncher. Definitely has the ability to put people away, and he definitely puts on a show. I saw on that last fight, he's it was like a slugfest. Both of those guys came in there and they were like, they had their game plans, but they didn't stick to their game plans. And I think that's really, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not all about causing myself damage. Definitely took a lot of shots from each other. And that's, you know, but like I'm in this game for longevity. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be in this game where I have all my sense. I know there's going to be some fights where it's going to be definitely a barn burner and definitely, you know, take some hits. But, you know, if I don't have to take a hit, I don't, you know, I'm not going to try to take a hit, you know, trying to get in and get out. And that's kind of my motto when I go in there. You know, I come in there with my game plan, try to stick to the game plan and move forward. So on Marquez, hey, you know what I mean? He's definitely puts on a show, but you know what I mean? I don't want to talk bad because one of my good friends was in his corner and he's good friends with him. So I don't want to talk like anything, you know, trash talk or somebody takes this and puts it online and says, oh, this guy thinks he can beat you. But you know, I'm not about that. But definitely saw some things in there that I would pick on to work on for him.
Well, yeah, it seems like when you spoke about game plan, it seems like there is no game plan. It seems like he's just there like, oh, fight. You know, he just gets in there, swings, takes a million shots, and just looks to put
a lot of guys, they thrive on chaos. And what I learned pretty much like when I was fighting amateurly, you know, I put guys in hectic situations and they leave one opening and then I just pounce on them and that's, you know, that's it. So, you know, those guys, the longevity, that's the problem with those, you know. I mean, when you're in chaos, you can't really control everything. Everything's not in your control. And when I fight, I would really want everything to be in my control. So, you know, but you know, he's a good fighter. Hey, he made it and definitely put on a show and he was definitely has the spotlight on him. So kudos to him.
I mean, when you think fighters at chaos, you think like right off the bat, you think of guys like Justin Gaethje. You think of guys like
Justin Gaethje, Robbie Lawler. Yeah. But Robbie Lawler, I think he tried to. I didn't get a chance. I saw that highlights, but I think he tried to switch up his game, and I think Dos Anjos was just, you know, that better guy that night. I think Robbie Lawler still has it in him, but you know, Dos Anjos is on a mission and he really wants that title. So I think definitely he's gonna fight for the title. Definitely. I don't know if he's gonna win, but he's definitely gonna fight for the title.
Now we're talking with Justin the Fort Sumter, a good friend of the MMA-Holes, fights out of FAA. And speaking of like all these UFC fights and everything like that, I noticed that your team, anytime there's a big fight or Fox or a pay-per-view, I noticed you guys get together, you go to the bar with Nick and the group over there. How does that work? Is it every fight that you guys get together for these things to watch these fights, or?
Well, we try to every now and then. You know, what I mean, it's probably like a slim showing. You know, I mean, probably like 2-3 guys. But definitely try to do something. Like if it's a big fight, you know what I mean. Like sometimes we go to fight night. Sometimes we go to you know, the pay-per-views. But we usually, you know, just like to hang out and stuff like that. This week we're going to do something special. Nick's father-in-law passed away a couple weeks back, so he died of some form of cancer. I forget what the actual name is, but we're going to invite people to the gym, watch it on the projector, and all the money that's donated. Well, you know, I mean, technically it's donating, but you're getting it to come in, but it's going to be donated to a charity that fights for research for that cancer.
Oh, that's awesome. That's actually awesome. And sorry to hear that with Nick. I hope his family's all right from that. It sucks. It seems like especially during the holidays and stuff like that. You hear
definitely does the holidays.
Yeah.
But he's there. He's good.
Well, congrats to Nick on getting married, and congrats to the Fort on getting engaged. Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Justin the Fort Sumter is off the market. This is unbelievable, a turn of events over here. How do you feel about this? Do you feel like a changed man? Are you pumped up? When are you looking to get married?
We haven't talked about it yet, just because the holidays, you know, I mean, everybody's asking it or not. We haven't decided yet. Actually, she texted me. It's multiple myeloma. So that's the type of cancer. that he has. But yeah, we haven't set a date yet. We're gonna wait till the new year and then brainstorm and come up with ideas. So, because my family lives down south and her family lives here, so it's kind of make everybody happy kind of thing. So it's kind of difficult. So.
Guys, if you're just jumping in, we're here with Justin the Fort Sumter. This was the first official MMA fighter on the MMA-Holes Pro Fighter, and Justin Sumter. I remember I was super nervous when I had the chance to talk to you behind the scenes and be like, okay, we're going to set this up. I almost shit my pants. You spoke about shitting before fights and stuff like that. It was a great conversation. But it's good that you're back on over here. I see Marlyn Lane is saying congrats to Justin. A lot of friends of the show over here. Now, we've grown exponentially. We've gotten up to 6,000 subscribers over here. We're just like weeds over here, and it's good stuff. I'm pumped up, and to have Justin on the last show of the year, I couldn't be more excited about this. Justin, what are we looking forward to now? 2018 is coming down. You said you want, I don't know, it doesn't matter how many fights. All you want to do, the big picture, Contender Series, UFC, Bellator, that is down the line. Do you feel by 2018 we will see you inside the octagon or inside the circle gun that I like to call in Bellator? Do you think it's a guaranteed? Can you say that right now?
Yeah, I can say it's, definitely all the people that I'm working with, especially my new management, Top Game Management. They have a lot of guys. They have Rob Font. They have Andrew Sukmatal. They got and a lot of other guys in the UFC right now. So definitely with those guys on my side, I definitely think I can be there by the end of this year. So.
I see that too. I mean, and guys, if you get a chance, I mean, with CES or wherever Justin fights in the future, I highly recommend checking out his fights. It's great because you could blink or you could look down for 2 seconds and then boom, it's over. It's a fantastic time. But yeah, Justin, I mean, you've been doing your thing, and like you said, you avoid all these situations. I have one question. Now, I noticed this in a lot of fights, and we were talking about, crazy fighters that go in there, avoid the game plan, and just go for it, brawl type fighters. If you're fighting someone, right, and you hit them with everything that you got, and then you notice that they just shake it off and move forward, how frustrating is something like that? Now, you probably never experienced that because I see you crack people.
Oh, yeah. Well, I experienced it one time in South Carolina. I was just hitting this guy I broke my hand on his head. I was just like, I unloaded on this guy, and he was still there. And I was like, shoot, But the key is once you get out that focus, anything goes. Mm-hmm. So you have to stay because the reason you come up with a game plan, the reason you have your coach is because they see things. They can see that okay, well your shots are landing here, but he's leaving it open there. So you have to really switch up the circumstance. Granted, there's going to be guys that, I hit with everything and they're going to, and I'm going to be like, damn. But, I just got to stay focused. And I think the key in those moments is to stay focused. Mm-hmm. That allows you to kind of assess the situation, see what you need to do to put this guy away. If you can't beat him standing, take him down to the ground. And, those small details really makes the difference. So, you take him down and he gets back up, but he has to put his hand down, you uppercut him. You can end the fight, or he leaves his neck out. Small details really make the difference.
Have you had yourself in a situation where you ate someone's hardest shot and you're like, holy crap, this guy can't put me away? Have you had situations like that? Because I think of a fight, especially the Aldo Holloway fight, the first one. I noticed that Aldo was teeing off, and it looked like Holloway was like, this guy can't knock me out. Have you ever had a situation like that where you got hit and you're like, wow, this guy doesn't have the power to do it?
Unfortunately, no. I wish I've experienced that. But, like I said, I'm trying to take the least amount of damage. So if I don't have to put myself in that situation and get out of the fight unscathed, I'm pretty good. But, I've got hit a couple times, but really I haven't been really hit that much. So, and I like to keep it that way, If I'm able not to get hit and I'm able to hit them, I think I'm doing a really good job. And out of 20 fights total, I've probably only been hit in the face probably 15 times total. So I'm doing pretty good at that.
It's true. Looking back at some of your fights, it's true. I don't really see you get it. It's unbelievable. Now, Now, is that a lot of people say like guys like Belfort or guys like Overeem, they get rocked that one time. Their chin is never the same. Is this true though? Is this actually true? Or is it a myth?
You know what I mean? I think it depends on the person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like because everybody is completely different. So you know, I can't speak to somebody saying, hey, you know what I mean, if you better watch your chin because when you get hit, you know, it's gonna be you're going to be out. But I would say, you know what I mean, if you do it once, it's probably easier to do it again. I would say that. But,
sure.
you know, saying that their whole jaw is weak or, you know what I mean, their chin is suspect when they get hit, you know, because I've seen, like, a clear example, Frankie Edgar. Frankie Edgar almost gets dropped every single fight he fights in.
Mm-hmm.
And he wins almost every single fight he fights in. So, like, you know what I mean, that kind of speaks to the different effect. So,
well, Justin, listen, it was great having you on here. I need one more thing here now. We spoke about it, Holly versus Cyborg this weekend. I need a guaranteed pick for 2 fights. Okay, co-main, main event. Let's start off with Nurmagomedov versus Barboza. I think this is a fascinating fight. You got a guy that's 24-0. You have Barboza, who is a striking specialist, against a KHABIB, who's a goddamn savage on the ground. Who is going to win this fight, in Justin Fort Sumter's opinion?
I actually went to Jersey and trained. I didn't train with Barboza, but he was there when I trained. But I think Barboza has a really good chance of winning this. The only reason why is because of his striking. If you see Mike Johnson versus Nurmagomedov, he was able to rock him at the very beginning of the fight. His stand-up is kind of lacking in the diversity like Barboza. So I think Barboza, if he's able to keep the pressure off of him, because Magomedov, he's just going to come forward and, you know, he's going to grab you, throw some punches, try to take you down to the ground and just like use his superior grappling to hold him down. Mm-hmm. I think he definitely has the ability to strike. His reach, he's 5 inches. He's got 5 inches on him. Mm-hmm. So if he's able to keep it standing, keep the distance, and you know, what I mean, if he lands a kick, like I wouldn't throw any kicks to the body just because, like, even when I train, like if someone throws a kick to my body and it's like just a tad bit slow, I'll just grab it and take him down. So definitely, I see Edson Barboza taking this the second round, putting him away with a TKO. Wow,
look at that. You know, it's funny, and watching Barboza's highlights, that knee, KHABIB going for a shoot and catching that knee on the way in. It seems like Barboza is capable of timing that. And
like you see his last fight he fought, was it Dariush? I think it was Dariush.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yeah.
Like he shucked him, and then he just let him come in and threw that knee and just like put him out. So definitely the knee is definitely going to be crucial in this.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Barboza for the win. Now, Holly Holm versus Cris Cyborg. We spoke about it a little bit earlier, but who would be your guaranteed pick?
My guaranteed pick is definitely going to be High, just because she rises to the occasion. She has that personality, you know what I mean? When something is really big to her, she rises to that occasion, and you know what I mean, this is her shot to get her some gold back, and definitely has her you know, sights on it. So I think she'll definitely come out with the victory. I will say, you know, it's a 5-round fight. I give it 3 rounds. Just because, you know, Cyborg, she cuts a lot of weight, and Holly Holm, she is you know, she's a natural at this weight. So, you know, it won't be too much to cut down to, and I think she'll be a little bit more fresher, because, you know what I mean, I don't know if you've seen the video of Cyborg cutting weight. Cyborg like almost kills herself every single time. Mm-hmm. So definitely if she can go, you know, withstand the barrage and the pressure, the first and the second round, I think she can put her away in the 3rd round.
All right, so there we go. So we got 2 underdogs in this one. Barboza and Holly Holm for the win. Justin, thank you so much for coming on. I always appreciate it. The next time we have you back, we're going to do a fuller segment, get more of your opinions on things. Let us know when your next fight is coming up. It's great talking to you, Justin. And 2018 is going to be a big, big year. Is there any sponsors or anything like that you want to throw out there?
Just my usual sponsors, CT Supplements, Wash and Wag. Thank you, those guys. Those are one of my biggest sponsors. And also Gracie Medical with the crowd therapy they provide me for my camps. And all the other people, all the definitely the pawn shop. I forget the name. The pawn shop for helping me out. And my barber for helping me out all this year, and all the fans for sticking around, tuning in to MMA-Holes, liking me on Instagram or Facebook, Twitter. If you guys haven't, do it. But definitely, just all the support, because that really drives me to go further and push harder. When I definitely have the people behind me showing me support and stuff.
Justin, thank you so much for coming on. We'll see you. Have a happy new year, and we'll see you in 2018.
You too. Hey, is that Pictionary in the back corner?
What are we looking at? Pictionary.
Your left.
That's categories. Actually,
category. Okay, I like that game. Yeah.
This game is the wife's game. She's way smarter than me, and I'm terrible at this. So if you want to get it, maybe we'll get a fighters versus viewers category game one day. We'll have a tournament, a category. Oh, by the way, Justin, I hear that you do play video games. Do you have the PS4?
Yeah, I have the PS4, and I just got the Xbox One X.
Oh, wow. Okay, so Justin, we have a gaming channel on the second channel. We need the fort, and this is what I was thinking about doing. I would love to have the fort versus the viewers, like UFC 2 or when UFC 3 comes out, have you throw down with some of these viewers. Would you be interested in something like this down?
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely to beat people up online. It's always fun.
All right, we're going to work this out. Justin, thank you so much for coming on. We'll see you at 2018. Have a happy new year.
Appreciate it, guys.
All right, there he is, Justin the Fort Sumter, live on the MMA-Holes, and Justin is wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
How about that, Justin Sumter? What do you think about Justin Sumter, 5-1 fighter? Go check him out over here on the IGs. He's on Twitter as well. Fort Sumter, there he is with Nick Newell, badass. Justin's killing it, man. I'm telling you, this guy fight. In person, he's the real deal. He's a specimen. You can find him over here at Fort Sumter MMA. That's right, Justin the Fort Sumter. Go find him on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. He is wonderful, wonderful. There's a gentleman he fights with over here. What's it called? Jesse James. He's just got killers. He's got some killers. We had a couple of these guys on the show. Good guys over here fighting out of FAA, and this gym is really up and coming in Connecticut, doing their thing. Guys, we are the MMA-Holes. We're finding out about this card over here, and it is crazy. UFC 219 right around the fucking corner, and it's going to be bonkers because we'll be live inside the MMA-Holes living room. All right, not this living room over here, my other living room, but the MMA-Holes will be going on fire with my family. We're going to have a lot of stuff going down, and I do appreciate all the support of the Fuchs, the MMA-Holes. Here we go. 5-1 would be more impressive if he didn't fight guys 10 fighters under 500. Brian, I'm telling you, man, watch out for him. Watch out for him. I'm telling you, he's gonna hit the UFC, especially Contender Series would be fantastic. I eat an Hungry Man dinner on top of my Hungry Man dinners, says Eddie Machete. Aussie dude, so it's a good interview. What you know about that, says Eddie Machete. Beep, says Jessie Belle Hill. Go follow. Subscribe to Jessie Belle Hill. She'll be doing the after show straight after this. Mule is a specimen, just saying, says Dragon. FAA cool, says Duke Chronic. Let's see what else we got here. Good night, Justin. UFC 219 May card is dope. Sorry, I'm fucking clearing my throat. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. I'm all fucked up. Allergies, colds, flus, everything's going down, but we got 10 more likes. We passed 70 likes on our way to 80, looking to get 100 on a Wednesday night. Dance.
I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. Fuck you, dislikes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I hope the dislikes die of AIDS.
There he is, Bruce Buffer with those swift dance moves. Dan from Oregon's in his house says, when does the stream start? If you're talking about UFC Fight Buddies, the stream, well, I don't know, man. We're going to probably go early here. We're going to try to rock out early. Usually I like to go on at like main cards at 10. I usually like to go on at 9. Maybe we'll go on earlier. Get some pizza, hang out with the boys, right?
Hanging with the boys.
Get that room ready to rock, and we're going to kill it. UFC 219 will be a lot of fun. Quest is 7,000 subscribers. Let's get 100. Dixie Norma says, yes. Will the MMA-Holes get the almighty 100 likes? Is it possible? I mean, we're almost at 80 likes. 21 more likes. And the MMA-Holes will hit 100 likes on a end-of-the-year show. Is it possible? Find out tonight on the MMA-Holes.
Wonderful, wonderful.
All right. MARLYNN Lane sent MARLYNN the link, so if she wants to jump in at any time, she's welcome. We are bringing back guests that basically are staples to the show. Jason Showers, there's been many of MMA-Holes shows where Jason Showers has been a part of it, back and forth, some fun banter. We followed his career move along. Justin Sumter, right from the very beginning, was the first guest ever on the MMA-Holes. If you missed that after the stream, you can go check that out. And it was really ghetto, actually. I had a bougie backdrop, and it was terrible. Better Pussy, Holly or Cyborg. Gotta go with Holly. Cyborg doesn't have a pussy. Holly Holm gonna get her legs kicked. Got out. Yeah. Zachary Keffer. Nightbot says, Aussie dude. LOL at the music. That's right. It's very dramatic. Conor McGregor is a fag, says Mr. Hanky. Is that true, Conor? Are you a fag? Yes, Conor agrees. Conor says he is a fag. And there is my trophy over here. I'm a goddamn celebrity. I am. And this will be the epic MMA-Holes trophy over here. That's right. We'll be debuting that on Saturday. We'll see who win it. Mr. M24 hates Conor. Hates him. You know, I would like to talk about Conor for a second over here. I mean, it seems like it's never a stream without talking about Conor, but we got 10 more likes. 10 more likes! Everybody flex for Bruce Buffer's dance moves. Go!
I've got 10 more likes.
I've got 10 more likes.
I've got 10 more likes.
Fuck you, dislikes to die.
Got 10 more likes.
I've got
10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I hope the dislikes die of AIDS.
Gary Banjo Sandwich says, best card of the year 217 easily. There's a couple of things I need to talk about before we have our guest MARLYNN Lane. Conor McGregor, I want to talk about next year how we are in desperate need of a super mega autistic crazy card. And this is, it could be C3PO. Could be. Maymac, I literally went back to the Maymac stream, and credit to Michael Lanzalone for doing the most awesome job in the world. He literally went back to UFC, what's it called? Maymac Fight Buddies, and he time-stamped the best of Trigger Mike. Triggered Mike, who is my brother, will be coming on Saturday, and you'll be seeing him. If you don't know who Triggered Mike is, go run it back. Go check that out. You're going to love it. He's got a million timestamps over there, and it's wonderful, wonderful. So if you want to go through the highlights, Mike Lanzalone, credit to you for doing that. But we got a guest. Here we go, friends. Let's go. Yeah. All right, friends. We got a guest on the MMA-Holes. All right, check it out. Well, hello there. We have a guest.
Hi, Chris. How are you?
I'm good, MARLYNN Lane. Welcome to the show. It's always good to see you. I have my award out. Check out. What do you think of my award? Look at that. I'd like to make a speech. He's naked.
That's cute.
This is his butt. You can see his buttocks. I don't know. It's shiny. Anyway.
He's naked like you, huh? From the waist down?
Yeah. He also has no penis like me. He's penisless like myself. He must have the Irish curse. All right. MARLYNN, what's up, my friend? How are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am doing
Wonderful, wonderful.
I'm doing wonderful, wonderful. Marlynn, I'm very happy to have you on here on the MMA-Holes. This is exciting. Why not have the last Wednesday night show ever? We couldn't have it without Marlynn. We just couldn't do it. It's impossible to do something like that. So thank you for coming on.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
We had Justin, we had Jason on, and now we're having Marlynn. This is exciting. I mean, there's so many people we could have had on, but these three guests are people that stand out. When I think of 2017, I think of the three of you guys. I had to end the show with Marlynn Lane. Marlynn, thank you. And people are fapping in the chat. It's getting ridiculous over here. It's
Fap.
It's becoming a thing now, Marlynn. I don't know. It's insane.
I actually don't know what fapping means, so I gotta look it up.
Oh, did you look it up, or you want to keep it a secret?
I'll look it up later.
Okay. Fapping means waving. It's like, hey, hi. It's our way of saying hello.
South or what? Exactly.
It's like waving. Yeah, it's waving your junk around. It's basically what it is. Yeah. So Marlynn, okay, there's a lot of things to talk about. We're gonna cram it in real quick. I do want to talk about this before you came on. MAMAC happened this year, 2017, one of the biggest events ever. It wasn't technically a UFC event, but it was something that was affiliated with the UFC. UFC made a shitload of money from it. Conor made a lot of money from it. And I benefited. Pretty much anyone that was attached to MAMAC benefited from this. Whether you like it or not, it was a fantastic night. And we grew exponentially because of it. My question is this. UFC 218, will there be something this big this time around? You have WME-IMG or whatever the hell they're called that is running the show now. Do you think that they will be able to pull together a magical card like MAMAC?
That's going to be a tough one, I think. You know, I mean, because Conor has this star power that you can't explain. He just has it. And so it's, you know, I think for example, the UFC is just running with that star power that he has. So I don't really know of anyone that has that kind of, you know, power that both sports, so to say, and just people even who aren't fans or know about the sport want to watch this guy. I want to know more about him. Yeah,
I mean, we know Conor's coming back for an MMA fight, and I don't know if an MMA fight can pull something like this out. I'm hearing a little echo. Is the speakerphone on? I'm not sure. Maybe I don't know. My voice. I'm hearing it back in my head, and it's driving me nuts.
I'm hearing a little bit of your.
Are you?
Too.
All right. So maybe
Yeah.
maybe if we can do this, if you could just jump out and jump back in for 2 seconds. I don't know. Maybe it's the connection. I will get you back on here. All right. So Marlynn Lane, let's have her jump back in because I have this weird thing that if I hear myself talk, I want to blow my brains out. It's really weird. But anyway, we'll get her back in on the horn. But what we're talking about here is there's got to be something. There's got to be something this year that we're going to see that's going to be maybe not as big as MAMAC, and honestly, we may never see anything as big as MAMAC, but there's got to be something close. So is it going to be the next Conor UFC event? Is there going to be a Brock Lesnar event thrown into the mix somehow? Like, what is there going to be? Honestly, when it comes to something like MAMAC, I don't think we're ever going to see anything like that again within the next 10 years, maybe even 20 years. I don't know if we're going to see anything like that. I think it was that special. If you watch our Fight Buddies stream for that event was bonkers. I had 12,000 people in the room, and fucking the chat room was like, it was just like fucking going crazy over there. Never seen anything like it. I hope we do get something like that, but let's see. We got Marlynn back on the horn. Here we go. All right, Marlynn. Let's see if that's better.
Okay.
I think we're good. All right. I think we're good to go. All right, Marlynn.
Hello.
All right. So basically, I was saying while you took a little bit of a break, I don't think we're going to see anything like that anytime soon. I really don't. Maybe if they incorporate Brock Lesnar, maybe if they put some crazy circus fight with him, I don't know. Can do it with Conor unless maybe they take Pacquiao or some shit and throw him into a cage and make some circus fight there. What do you think about circus fights now? I mean, I know you're pretty much an MMA purist. You're the type of person that really wants to. I mean, the UFC 219 card, I think, is perfect. You love it. You know, you like watching competition. You like to watch the stories and people compete. So it really doesn't matter if it's a circus or if it's not. But what do you think about these circus cards? Do you think it's good or bad for the sport?
I mean, it can be good, but can also be bad too, because I do believe that MMA is still a newish sport and it's evolved so quickly in the last, I want to say even the last 5 to 10 years. And so in some ways it can be a good thing because it's bringing light to the sport. It's getting people more, like wanting to know more about the sport, but I don't know if it's being shedded in the correct way. I mean, in my opinion, a sport, if it's good enough, it should grow on its own with the kind of skills and fighting styles that are brought there. I mean, if you can allow yourself to get into an MMA fight, I think you really start to appreciate all the art forms that are brought to the cage by these individuals that are fighting there.
Mm-hmm.
But like most people who watch football, watch boxing, or any sports, how many of them are actually practitioners of it? And I think this is a sport where I think being a practitioner means so much more than just being a watcher.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out this year. I don't know how to process UFC 2017 in the world of UFC. I'm not sure how I want to process this because if you think about it, the beginning of the year was so it just kind of started off with, like, I felt like they were in quicksand and they were just trying to pull themselves out of it and people getting hurt and this and that. Then middle of the year, it got better. And then boom, they hit their stride. 217 and 218 were just lights out fantastic. Now we go into 219, which is not a horrible card. Okay, I just want to make that clear. It's not a horrible card. For the ends of the year, it bothers me. But as a card itself, even with Jimmy Rivera falling out, it's not a horrible card. Is it something that's going to break all the numbers? I don't think it will, pay-per-view wise. I don't see that happening. But we're stuck with this now. So since we're stuck with this card, let's talk about this card. UFC 219 with Holm and Cris Cyborg. It is indeed the main event, and you have KHABIB versus Barboza, which is a co-main event. You got Casey Hooker jumps on the card, and honestly, I think excitement-wise, I think it might be a better fight than their Jimmy Rivera fight. Taking nothing away from Jimmy Rivera, but Casey's very explosive, and Hooker is a badass. And watching these two go, it could indeed be a good fight. The main card looks good. Cavillo, Esparza, Condit, Murphy. It could, on paper, it could be a fun card to watch. But let's talk about this. The co-main and main event, the most important parts of this card. Nurmagomedov versus Barboza. Nurmagomedov is showing his ripped body, saying, this is for all the haters. Check me out. I'm ready to make weight. Do you think Khabib's going to make weight?
I think he will, because I think he's effed up one too many times, and I think that his career in some ways depends on it, because making weight is part of your job as a fighter, and no matter how good you are, if you're messing up everything by not properly getting your diet on point, it's just not good for anyone. It's not good for the fighter if he does fight, because we don't know what kind of condition he is, or if the fight is pulled or canceled. It's just, so I hope he does, because I think his career really rides on this. Because, I mean, he is undefeated, but I know he hasn't had a lot of notable known fights in a sense where, you know, you think of all the guys who he's beat, a lot of people, especially in the beginning of his career, they're almost not as known, so to say. So I think he needs this, so he's going to be on point.
He's going to be on point. Yeah, it's a very important fight here. Barboza, they did a fantastic job. I'm not sure if it's like the road to the octagon. I forgot what it's called. I don't know if you got a chance to see this, but the UFC did a great piece on Nurmagomedov Barboza, and then they split it up with Holly versus Cris Cyborg. It's on YouTube. Check it out if you haven't seen it. But Khabib looks very focused, and so does Edson. Edson looks fantastic fighting out of Jersey, and I think this is a fantastically interesting fight because you got kind of two extremes. You know, you got the striking of Barboza and that vicious ground game of Khabib. if it stays one way, one fighter is going to dominate. You know, if it goes the other way, the other fighter is going to dominate. But what do you see in this fight? You have a guy that's 24-0, you know, in the UFC, and then you got Edson Barboza, who is no slouch, and man, he has some highly real finishes. What do you feel in this fight?
This is one of the most exciting fights put together, but it's also one of the most like hard to choose because they both have their explosive ways in their own ways. But I guess what's all going to matter, and it comes down to, is the timing, because Barboza loves to kick and he's a vicious kicker. But you have Nurmagomedov, who is amazing at his takedowns. And so obviously every time you kick, you leave yourself open. And if the timing is right and he can go forward as he's doing those kicks, you know, I mean, the low kicks are, well, a little bit harder to go because they come in so quick and fast. The high kicks are usually what give you more opening. But so yeah, so I'm hoping for Nurmagomedov, but I wouldn't be disappointed for Barboza either.
Yeah, I tell you what, and you saying I'm hoping for Nurmagomedov, you're in the minority. A lot of people are rooting against Khabib. I don't get it. My father's like, he's a Muslim, so fuck him. It's like, what is going on? And then my cousin, the same thing. Yeah, I can't root for this guy. I just don't like him. I don't understand how you don't like Khabib. I think he's hysterical. I honestly think he's Russian. He's got the Russian personality. He's like, I kill you, you chicken. You watch him interact with Daniel Cormier and AKA. It's hysterical. Oh, yeah. Right? How funny is it watching these two clowns go back and forth? I think he has a sense of humor. He's just, it is what it is, you know? Barboza, it's tough for me not to root for Barboza because he's fighting out of the East Coast. I mean, hey, this is his last chance, in my opinion. This is his last hurrah, Barboza, so he really needs this fight. So, I mean, I'm torn, but I got to go with Khabib. I got to root for Khabib. I'm not saying I'm picking right yet. I got to say that on Saturday. But I got to root for Khabib. I love the guy. The guy's fun. If he could keep making weight, why not? Who are you going to pay for with a pay-per-view? Like, I always like to say this, like with Joanna Jędrzejczyk and some of these, and Conor McGregor. Like, you want to see the train wreck. Khabib's the train wreck. Leading to the fight, he's fucking funny. Him on top of Michael Johnson saying, the destiny is mine. Like, you know, just give up, you know. Like, him saying this shit, it's fantastic. You're not going to see Barboza say this. This is what I want to see. But I think it's fun. I think this fight's a real fun fight, and it's something to tune into. Holly Holm versus Cris Cyborg. A lot of people are going Holly's way. Even Justin just said he's going Holly's way in this fight. I think it's lunacy. I think it's absolute lunacy. I don't understand why people are counting out Cris Cyborg in this fight. Marlyn Lane, what do you think?
Well, I definitely do not think anyone should count Cyborg out of any fight. She's been undefeated for 12 years, and she obviously has that intimidation factor, and she's really big and strong. So obviously anything can happen. I do, though, think that Holly will probably be the most technical fighter she's ever faced. A lot of the fighters that Cyborg has fought in the past, I hate to say it, but they're kind of nobodies. I mean, most of them, that's why 145 doesn't have a lot of competition. And so I think, like, when you get someone like Holly in that skill set, I think it's going to be more of a problem for her, just because I think Holly has more sharper striking. She has more, sharper footwork. You know, does she have the knockout power in her hands like Cyborg? Not necessarily, I don't think. But because they are crisp and they're sharper, and she has the ability to get in and out, I think she has a great chance to beat Cyborg. However, Cyborg, she's a brawler. When she goes after you, she's ground and pound, she's vicious. So if she does connect, it could be lights out for Holly too.
Mm-hmm. I think the tale of this fight is going to be this. You notice Holly Holm was against the fence a lot with Jermaine Durandamy. There was a lot of against the fence work. And if that's the case, Cyborg definitely has the advantage right there with that brute strength. And I mean, if Holly could dance around and do her thing and stay patient and focused and keep her distance, like you said, and look for the counter. I mean, if Cyborg is going to be that aggressive Cyborg, it could be a big problem against Holly Holm. Yes. So I am not counting Holly out, but I think everyone's on crack. I think everyone's absolutely it's a goddamn man versus a woman. It's not even, I mean, no, not to be sexist in any way, but let's be honest. Cris Cyborg, Holly, I'm going to fuck you up, Cris Cyborg. I am Cris Cyborg, and I'm going to fuck face with my penis. I think that Cris Cyborg.
You sound like a French man.
Yeah, I know my cyborg's gotten worse. It's really bad. Maybe I'm sick. I'll blame it on that. But I don't know. I just can't see it. But who would you pick in this fight if you had to say, like, if gun to the head, MARLYNN Lane, who you got to pick in this fight?
I have to be the crazy one, as you say, and go for Holly.
Oh, another Holly.
I do believe that, Cyborg has a hard weight cut. Mm-hmm. And in the Tanya Evinger fight, by round 3, I felt that Cyborg was slowing down. So if Holly can dance around, like you said, counter, keep her on the outside, then I think she could tire Cris out and then go for the kill. I mean, I think that would be a good game plan. You're right. You don't want her to go in the clinch. Obviously, you don't want to go on the ground if you're a Holly with her, so the best thing to do is to keep it on the outside, on the feet. And I think Holly has that ability. I mean, she does that Winklejohn inside leg kick, which I hate, but seems to be very effective in fights. And if she can keep landing that and stay on the outside, I think she could take Cyborg's power.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Holly for the win and Barboza for the win. We're 2 for 2 there when it comes to Justin Sumter's picks and MARLYNN Lane's picks. Who do you got in the chat? Let me know in the chat. MARLYNN, listen, 2017 is done. What is next for MARLYNN Lane in 2018? What can we see in the future of MARLYNN Lane? Will you be training? Will you be traveling? What is in the future of MARLYNN Lane?
I do have some domestic traveling coming up. Almost, it seems like for the first 4 months of the year, I'll be going somewhere locally. So I'll be doing that. I am continuing with my training. Work is supposedly going to change my schedule. I'm not sure if that's going to happen or when that's going to happen, but if it does, it would free up more time to train more in the evenings at the dojo. So I could be doing that. I've been intermittent fasting, so I'm trying to get my weight more on point. So if I do decide to fight, then I can be in the so-called fighting weight. So, because I don't believe in a lot of weight cutting. So that's still in the back of my mind. I got an email from a commercial agency that might be interested in meeting up with me. So that could be something that could happen next year. So I believe a lot of good things will happen in 2018. So, yeah.
Good things happening for MARLYNN Lane for 2018, and we're rooting for you, MARLYNN. And listen, one of the OG 7%ers in the house. What would you say to the? There's a lot of new women that are floating. They're scared. There's like 70 people watching, but I'm sure there's women in there somewhere, and they're nervous to enter that chat room. What advice would you give to those 7% if they are watching this right now?
I would say, please come and join us. I mean, don't let the yahoos bother you with their certain comments. Just ignore the ones who are being inappropriate or don't make you feel uncomfortable. That's what life is. You just always got to weed those kind of people out. I don't think they mean any specific harm. They're just guys being guys. And I would say, please come and join the chat. Come talk to me even, please.
Well, MARLYNN Lane, I really appreciate you coming on, and we'll to talk to you at the beginning of next year. We'll talk some more. I hope you have a great night, and Happy New Year.
Thank you. Same to you guys. Bye.
There you go. MARLYNN Lane live on the MMA-Holes. Check that out. MARLYNN Lane and Wonderboy Steven Wonderboy Thompson. MARLYNN Lane. So if you guys are new to this, MARLYNN Lane is one of the OG 7%ers from the MMA-Holes, and that's right, you're looking at a trophy over here. I'm a goddamn celebrity. What I want to do is this. I know we had a late start over here, so I just want to take some phone calls. I need to take those phone calls. I'm going to start it up, 516-522-0267. Then we're going to wind it down, and we're going to take you over to Jessie Belle Hill's after show. Jessie Belle Hill has that after show. Let me know. Get in on the lines. We're going to do speed round calling right now. Who the fuck's going to win UFC 219? Get in on the lines. We didn't get a chance to do this. Got 10 more likes. 87 fucking likes. Yes. Call me. I'm lonely. Go.
I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes.
Fuck you. Dislikes. Stop the music. Stop the fucking music. You are live with the MMA-Holes.
Hello?
Lower your background, please.
This is Zach. I've been watching MMA-Holes.
Do me a favor. Lower the background so we can hear what you're saying.
Okay, my bad.
No worries.
Well, am I on?
Yeah, you're on the air. You're live. Okay,
Oh,
here we
shit,
go.
okay. I would love to talk to a lot of it. Jay Smooth, Baltimore, be more all day, every day. Let's go. Baltimore Ravens. Let's do this. Yeah, but I think that all the Brazilians are gonna win, man. Like, to be honest. Is this Chris?
This is Chris. That's right. You're speaking to Mystic Moss. So you're saying, and where are you calling from? You're from Maryland?
Baltimore, 410. Yeah.
What's your name?
Town. And I remember you guys did your little freestyle rap battle between G-Man Mule. Or, I don't even think he got into it, but I could burn his ass up with my freestyles.
All right. So you're saying you can defeat G-Man Mule in a future rap battle? And
yeah, all day.
All right. We're going to have to make this happen. What is your name, by the way?
Zachary Keffer.
Zachary Keffer. Okay.
The whitest name.
Awesome. Zachary, we just said that's the whitest name. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
That's
in
all
the
right.
chat.
That's all right. Well, Zachary Keffer, it's good to have you on over here. Now, you're saying UFC 219, you're saying Brazilians all the way.
Yes.
Okay, so.
Yes, Barboza and Cyborg are going to win. Covillo, I feel like, I don't know. She's going to beat Carla Esparza. Esparza for sure, because she's old. That girl's old.
Yeah, fuck age. So, I actually kind of agree with that one. That's interesting.
That's easy.
I tell you, I'm having a real tough time with Khabib and Barboza. That one there is real difficult, especially when you have guys that aren't very active, you know?
You know what I'm thinking about is like, okay, so think about, I guess, Abel Trillo and how many times he took down Abel Trillo. So 22 times in one match. Mm-hmm. You look at his stats, and he has this many takedowns. That's all from one fucking match with one person. So that's easy to, like, oh, he's the best. He's the best takedown artist. He just got that off of one dude who didn't have takedown defense. Mm-hmm. You think about Edson Barboza, one of the best athletes who has like the quickest kicks. He can trigger his body at any point. He's one of the most explosive, like, young, like, I guess, less in weight. He can throw a knee at well, I'm really drunk right now. I can't even talk. But I see on the chat people are like, yeah, Zach.
Yeah.
This is funny.
All right, so, we're going to tighten this up. So you're saying Brazilians all the way for UFC 219. Will you be watching on Saturday night Fight Buddies action?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, are you doing, are you going to do, oh, shit. Sounds weird.
I don't know what's going on. I'm getting nervous. All right, thank you for the call. 516-522-0267. I just want to go a couple more minutes. Get in on the lines. Give us a call. What do you think about UFC 219? We got to take a couple of calls. We're going to take you into JBH. JBH's after show. Link in the description to her chat. We got 70 people watching. Khabib versus Edson Barboza. Cyborg versus Holm. Get your thoughts in before I shut this shit down. And we wind it down to the last Wednesday show of the year. This is it. And we've got 10 more likes. Let's see what we got here. You're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and where you from?
Nigger, you fucking nigger.
All right, there he is. The N-word has called in. Thank you for the call. I do appreciate that. What the fuck? All right, there it is. And look at this. Tommy Bones dropping in a super chat. can't. The fuck is going on?
Super chat.
Stanozol has irreversible life effects on females that cause permanent unwanted muscle mass and manly features. Ronda said this years ago. Full score. Holes is #1 rock.
That's right. Tommy Bones with the $5 super chat. Thank you, my friend. You wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
I do appreciate that. Opening up the phone lines again. If you want to make Conor fly, get your last-minute donations in before we wind this thing down to JBH. I'm just going to go 5 more minutes onto the show. We're going to shut this shit down. That was a fantastic call, the last call. 516-522-0267. Who will be the last calls of 2017? Get it out right now. Always a retard. That's right. Swole for my JBH, says Gary Banjo Sandwich. Laugh out loud. Hey, I'm black, says Andrew. Sounded like a rap song. How racist is you, cunt? No. He was spitting bars for sure. We'll bring back the rap battles very soon. Like to see that. Also, this Friday, we're going to be doing something on JBH's channel for Food Court Fridays. Saturday will be the Fight Buddies of all Fight Buddies. So watch out. The best call ever. Okay, here we go. You are live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and where you from?
Hey, what's up, Chris? It's Christian Beasley.
Christian Beasley, what's up,
and
my
I'm
friend?
from Phoenix, Arizona, my friend.
All right, Phoenix in the fucking house. I'm jealous of your weather. It's like 20-something degrees over here. I want to kill
Yes,
myself.
sir. I'm out here in a tank top and some shorts.
Rub it in. All right, what's on your mind?
Oh, no, I just wanted to offer some thoughts on the Edson and Khabib fight, man.
Okay, shoot away.
It's a freaking great, man. For some reason, I think that Edson's going to do a freaking high-flying knee and catch him on the way in, man. To be honest, it's just, he's that explosive, man. He's just that great of a fucking athlete, man.
Well, I mean, Edson Barboza's, he's phenomenal. A phenomenal athlete. He's a specimen on the feet. He's fast, he's powerful, he's strong, he's explosive. So Khabib definitely has his hands full. Do you feel a finish in this fight?
You know what, man? I'm inclined to say yes. You know what? Edson has basically ended dudes' nights with leg kicks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to do that, you have to be on another level. I mean, the way he handled Anthony Pettis. I mean, come on, guys.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, Edson is no joke. There's a reason why he's the number one. Go ahead.
Sorry.
You better be.
I just wanted to say, I mean, I think the way he's going to chop down Khabib. He's going to work him down, just kind of stop those takedowns, because it's going to be hard for him to drive off of those legs, to shoot for those doubles that he likes to do, tie up that arm and try to beat you up with, leaving you with one arm basically to defend yourself, which is what he likes to do. He has certain positions that he wants to get into. So, you know what? I think that Mark Henry, I mean, I like to take into account that Mark Henry, I mean, he's one of the best coaches around, man. He comes up with the strategy, and they have their own language. And I mean, in between rounds, he's going to be able to have him do the adjustments.
All right. Well, there you go. Thank you. Yeah, go ahead. Any last things?
Yeah, I'm probably just in the minority here in saying that Edson's going to win. But hey, man, he's a live underdog. I think right now.
All right. I'm sorry. Repeat. My fucking dog is cold. It's just fucking. As cold as fucking the Big Apple. I'm sorry, Tommy Bones has just jumped in a super chat. Just repeat your last line. I apologize. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, I mean, I'm probably in the minority in saying that Edson will win, but I mean, he is a live underdog in this fight, man. People aren't, I feel like, not giving him enough credit into what he can do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this fight, some people in the chat are saying this is going to be a boring fight. I completely disagree with that. I think the fight's going to be a lot of fun to watch, especially the two complete different styles of fighting. And Khabib is actually he's really working hard on his feet too, because he knows if he can't take him down, it's time to throw some hands and some kicks. The leg kicks are going to be very powerful and dangerous. So it's a fascinating fight. People saying Edson Barboza winning. Listen, it's not it's not off the beaten track. I mean, it can happen. It can happen. So thank you.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. Thank you for the call.
Just one more thing, Chris.
Go ahead.
Just one more thing. Now, I do remember in one of the shows that Jessie Belle Hill had, she said that she'd buy a pizza to live stream to us, and showed that she could eat an entire box. Remember, you were on that chat.
Yes.
I propose a pizza eating challenge in between both of you.
Oh wow!
Fuck Off Fridays.
So a Fuck Off Fridays pizza eating challenge. That's an interesting challenge over there. We might have to work that out. Okay, let me know in the chat. Hit me with the ones if you want to see that. All right, my man. We'll talk about that.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, hit me with the ones if you want that pizza eating challenge. Here's the deal. I want to take a couple of more calls. I hate running late on Jessie on this one. So let's do this. Let's just take a quick vote in the chat. Jessie, if you are there, if you're cool with me taking call to 11:30, I don't know how we're working over here unless you want to just run it over to Jessie's channel. I would like to take a couple of more calls in here, get the people's words, and it is the end of the year. Let me know in the chat if you want, and look at that, they want the pizza eating challenge. Let me know if you want me to go up to 11:30, and we will do a hard cut on it, and people want to see the pizza eating challenge. I'm going to take one more call. 516, and here we go. Uh-oh. You're alive with the MMA-Holes, The Real, back. 2017 is over. What's up, my friend?
Chris, was good, my nigga. Had to light me a blunt real quick, man. That other dude that called trying to embarrass me real quick. I'm like, I can't let him be higher than me.
All right. Yeah, well, I tell you what, the callers are drunk high, and that's what I love to hear. I love to hear a complete brain cell depreciation over there. Darrell, what's on your mind?
Nothing, man. You know, I just wanted everybody to know that I was the one to predict how big this show gonna be, man. So when we blow up next year, so when we blow up and we get up to 100,000 subscribers for 2018, let's say about June, we up to 100,000 subscribers.
That's right.
We're gonna be putting on fights and everything.
They don't
know. I just want y'all to know that Mystic Darrell called it.
You know what? We need to timestamp that. Mystic Darrell called it we can look back and say Mystic Darrell called that we're gonna fucking overthrow Joe Rogan. I do see these things too, Darrell. It's an alpha group that we have over here.
Oh hell yeah, man. We love each other over here.
That's right. Darrell, how was your Christmas?
My Christmas is, you know what I'm saying, good. It was better than I thought it'd be. You know what I'm saying? Everybody seemed we got along, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well,
the mamas wasn't tripping too much. That was a good thing. I
do notice this, Darrell, that you had an awesome Christmas present. You uploaded this on Instagram. It's you pointing a gun at the Is this a Christmas gift? Is this the gift that keeps on giving, this gun that we saw on Instagram? Tell me about this. Can you explain this picture?
Well, you know, somebody was saying some things, and I'm like, I just wanted to show my face, you know. Yeah. Me and my main bitch.
Uh-huh. You know? Yeah. I noticed you have two pictures on Instagram over here, and go check out Darrell. Go follow him, d.c.caesar2017 on the IG. Yo, give him some follows. Go check out his YouTube channel over there. But Darrell has multiple pictures of this. Now, is this something that you got new? I noticed you're very proud of this gun. Is this something that you got new, or is this an old gun?
Well, no, I'm saying it ain't old. It's like just like 4 months old. No, I'm saying this is relatively new.
Yeah. Have you ever pistol whipped a bitch with this gun?
Hell no, I ain't. Man, listen. Darrell has done no illegal.
All right, I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. It's a very nice gun. I saw this on IG. I'm like, is this guy losing his fucking mind? All right. Anyway, Darrell, listen, we love you over here. You're awesome. You're one of the MMA holes. Everyone's pumped up with the gun. Is that a legal gun, or is that something that might have slipped under the cracks?
Just in case the feds was watching, everything is legal.
There you go. Everything is legal.
The
all right,
feds
Darrell
might be watching, man.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And Team Jessie, man, you know, like, hey, you know, I'm Team Jessie over here.
That's right.
Team MMA holes too, you know what I'm saying? But you know, Jessie is a sexy pick.
Mm-hmm. We'll ride or die over here on the MMA holes. That's how we work. Thank you, Darrell, for jumping on, and we'll see you in we'll see you on Fight Buddies, right? You'll be around for Fight Buddies?
Man, I'm always around, my nigga. You already know that.
All right. Darrell, one of the most swollest MMA holes. Thank you for the call.
Love.
All right, so that's Darrell. We're going to take it. All right, so Jessie, I think Jessie's on board with this. Let's go. We're going to go to 11:30. Okay, we got 15 more minutes. Usually I don't like to go a little bit later, but we had some guests on here. I think we're having a good time. We're going to take a couple of calls. We're going to go to Jessie's channel. She's going to murder it over there for the after show. Let's do it. 516-522-0267. Get in on the lines. Let's talk about Daryl's gun. Let's talk about UFC 219. Get your last thoughts in over here on the MMA-Holes. KHABIB versus Barboza. Cyborg versus Holm. Unbelievable shit. You're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and where you from?
I like to scratch my taint and suck big, juicy farts out of fat women's asses.
Really? Well, I mean, that's actually a good time over there. I like that. I enjoy that.
Well, I also like to sit on my thumb, like when I'm alone in the house, or even there when my grandma's walking around, and I like to sit on my thumb butt naked. And then I like to give myself a dirty Sanchez when I'm done. Do you know what that is?
A dirty Sanchez.
A dirty Sanchez?
Yeah, explain.
Yeah, it's when you, like, wipe shit on your top of your lips so it looks like a mustache, and you just get to fucking let the smell linger.
Well, that's awesome. Chris,
how do you shave your balls?
I shave them bare like a baby's ass. Thank you for the call. All right, so there we go. That was a very
Super Chat.
Tommy Bones jumping in.
I miss sexy Jessie. Fuck Marcus, Garvey, Ron, and Jeremy.
There you go. Sexy Jessie will be on in 14 minutes. I'm going to do a hard cut, and then we're going to take you over to the Jesse Bell Hill show. Guys, we're going to go a little bit longer over here. We're having a great time. We have the Toilet Bowl I'm a Goddamn Celebrity Award over here. Here he is. Check it out over there, and you can see on the bottom, it's a toilet brush. It's an actual toilet brush. The phone lines are on fire right now. You're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and where you from?
G-Man Mule. Repping South Florida from Buff City, baby. What up?
G-Man Mule. Holy smokes. G-Man Mule live on the MMA-Holes. What better way to end 2017 with the Mule? G-Man, what's on your mind?
I heard that cat call in. If he wants it, listen, I mean with 16, even more true with my 32. So if he wants to do it, we can do it. But I'm here to talk about the fights.
All right, let's talk about those fights. And, yeah, I don't know what's up with Darryl. He's got a gun. The fights. It's a shocker. The fights 219 is this weekend. Let me know your thoughts on these fights. I know you have a lot to say.
I do. I have a little bit to say, actually. It's pretty simple. I think, if Holly fights the same fight that she fought with Ronda, I think she has a chance. My personal pick, I think Cyborg is going to blitz her, and she's going to come in and just be overwhelmingly strong. Pretty sure everybody's kind of, on that Holly bandwagon for some reason, like you were saying earlier, but pretty sure it's going to be too much for her. But if she can survive, the first round and a half, then, she has a chance. And I definitely think if Holly does win, it's going to be very similar to the Ronda win, a leg kick, something like that. But obviously she needs to stay outside, work the angles, But nothing that wasn't said before. As far as Barboza, I don't really know with that one. I'm not going to call it. I mean, it could go either way. Khabib's had a long layoff, so who knows? I don't think with an animal like that it really matters. But I'm going to take Khabib on that one.
Khabib for the win on that one. Yeah, I mean
Khabib, yes, definitely for the win on that one. I just think he's too much. I think he's too strong. He's a beast, and but who knows? Who knows? But it should be good. It should be interesting.
It should be interesting. And this card is something for the true MMA fans. This is something the true MMA fans can sit there and sink their teeth into. I'm talking like the real now, teeth. And to the people that are not familiar, now we have some people that are in the chat that aren't like hardcore super fans. They just like the cringe and stuff like that. If you're not a huge mixed martial arts fan, you still are going to want to check out this card because I do see that these 5 fights are going to be very impressive. They're going to be fun fights to watch. Is it superstar power? You want to go crazy about it and run to buy the pay-per-view? I don't know. But it's fine. Watch it any way you can. As an end of the year card, G-Man, what do you think? Are you pumped up? Like, are you stoked about this card?
Absolutely. I'm absolutely pumped up. I mean, I get pumped up about every card. Every card has potential, and I think this one has super potential. So, I think there'll be an upset for sure. I'm calling it right now. There'll definitely be a huge upset. And, yeah, absolutely, man. Buy the fucking card. Get it any way you can get it. I think they're going to go out with a bang. I think it's going to be a good card.
There you go. All right, G-Man, any last words?
Hey, G-Man Mule, late February. I'll make the announcement right here.
All right. Awesome. G-Man, we'll talk to you soon.
All right, love you guys.
All right, so that was G-Man Mule. We're going to take a couple more, and then we're going to wind you down to Jessie Belle Hill's show. We're going to turn it up until 11:30 p.m. over here, and then we're going over. Teef, I know. You heard that, Jay? Jessie with the beep. Get the real G-Man on here. What the fuck, Kaepernick? What does that even mean, man? Just put up a watermelon emoji. Okay, G-Man, shut the fuck up. And there you go. The phone number is 516-522-0267. Get in on the lines. Get your last thoughts in. This is the last time you can call in to the MMA-Holes. Call in right now. You are live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and where you from?
What up? It's Dan from Oregon.
Hey, Dan from Oregon live. What's going on, man?
Not much, man. Chilling over here on the West Coast.
Okay.
I want to talk about these fights. Man, I think the number one game plan for KHABIB, he needs to come out here just full bore, like he's Chael Sonnen going after Anderson Silva. Because Chael didn't let Anderson take any moments to, like, feel him out or anything like that. He went straight at him, went for the takedown. I think that's what he needs to do. And he won't mess up like Chael because it's not going to be 5 rounds. He's only got to do 3. It might look kind of like the Johnson fight. And if people can remember, man, Johnson beat Barboza by just having a super pressure game plan the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Johnson's moving down to 145 pounds because KHABIB beat his ass so bad. Like that's what I see going on in that fight. And I'm picking Cyborg with this. I think Jason Perilla's boxing. You go back and you watch Holly Holm versus Betch Correa, she wasn't winning that fight, man. Not in my opinion. Like, she danced around and Correa messed up, and that might have been her best fight we've ever seen from her because I never believed in that girl. But I thought Raquel Pennington beat Holly Holm way back in the day. She was undefeated, though. They fed her to Ronda. She got the win there. But I don't know. All around, I'm going with Cyborg. I'm going with KHABIB. And I think Tony versus KHABIB is going to be the next fight because it's really going to be Diaz versus McGregor 3 has to happen next year. Get it done, make the money, and then move on.
There you go.
So back to you guys, man. I'm out of here.
All right, Dan, thank you for the Dan's points over there jumping in, and I have to say, I agree with each and every point. Hey, sometimes I agree, sometimes I disagree, but that one, I think he was on the money. I do feel very confident about his points over there. If you disagree, get it on the lines. 516-522-0267. Agree or disagree. Who will win, Holly versus Cyborg? I think the best part about this fight is we have a lot of people picking the underdog in this one. A lot of people. I feel ever since Rose versus JJ, people are not afraid to go against the grain. Now, there was a little bit more of a lopsided sway in that fight. You know, JJ was a heavy favorite. I'm not sure what the odds are on this. Towards the end of the week, when it gets a little closer, we'll talk about odds. But Cyborg is the favorite, and a lot of people are going underdog on this one. You are live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and where you from?
Hey, it's the real G-Man here. Who is that phony calling in earlier?
Oh my God, the real G-Man. So wait, you're telling me the last G-Man I called is an imposter?
That's what I'm saying, Christopher. I'm representing South Florida down here.
Well, oh my God, G-Man, it sounds like you're shot out of a cannon right now. Are the Christmas lights still up, or is the fight still on? Let me know what's going on with G-Man.
I don't know. I've been down and out for a couple of weeks now. I feel like I haven't called in ages.
G-Man, what are your thoughts on UFC 219 now that we got the real G-Man? I guess the imposter tells all his fake shit. What do you think about UFC 219?
Look, I'm scared for Holly Holm. I'm shaking in my boots. I don't know what to think, really, because, look, Cyborg's a scary motherfucker. Look for the takedown and look for the ground and pound. It's over.
No, okay. Well, it is over. G-Man, you're getting back into the cage in February. Any predictions on what's to come up in that fight?
I have no predictions. I'm just going to go in with an open mind. I'm going to keep my eyes wide open in front of me and I'm going to go for the KO for you guys, the MMA-Holes.
Oh, you're doing it for the MMA-Holes. Oh, my God. We got to send you a shirt. This is exciting. Who do we send it to?
You heard it.
What G-Man should we send it to? The other one or this one?
I told you the other one's the imposter.
All right. Any last words, real G-Man?
No, get that imposter out of here. Right. You guys have a great night.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the call. It is over. It is over. That's right. 5 more minutes. Get in on the lines. Let's see how many calls we could squeeze in with 5 minutes left. And that's it. This is the last MMA-Holes show of 2017. This is the last time you will see a Wednesday show. Now, there will be one more Fight Buddies, so you will see that, but there's going to be a lot of AIDS and autism on that night. So it's going to be a completely different thing. This is comfortable. This is intimate, but you're definitely going to want to check out 219 for the absolute insanity. There's going to be a lot of stimulation around me. We're going to take it out of this studio. We're going to move it into the other room. We haven't done that in a while, so let's see how that works. You're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and where you're from?
It's Ann H.
Ann H. live. All right. Now, Ann, I saw you in the chat. You were trying to get through. You finally got through. This is awesome stuff. Listen, Ann, that cup, I'm getting it ready for our Fight Buddies. I sipped out of it. I felt powerful from that cup. So thank you again for that. It was very nice of you.
Mike got me one, too.
Oh, how about that? I noticed on Instagram, did you guys go on a trip recently?
Yep.
Where did you guys go?
To the coast.
To the coast. Oh, wow.
Yeah, the Oregon coast.
Was there a little bit of skinny dipping at the coast?
Heck no, not in our coast. It's freezing.
Oh, okay.
Our water.
All right. So I was just curious. I had to ask. NH, UFC 219 is here. What do you think about this card? How pumped up are you for this card?
It's a good card. I'm pumped up.
It is a good card.
I think Holly can do the upset.
So you're going Holly with the upset too. Wow. I mean, this is insanity. This might be the first time in a long time that it seems like the majority of the people are going in favor of the underdog. And I understand, I get it, but I didn't think it was going to be this lopsided. Tell me, how do you think Holly's going to win this fight?
I think she's going to KO her by the 3rd round. I think she can do it, really.
Wow. KO her in the 3rd round. Are you looking at head kick? Do you think that leg is going to go up to the dome of Cyborg and put her away?
Yeah. I think her, kickboxing skills and her boxing skills are good. And like you said, Cyborg is that weight cut,
Mm-hmm.
But I'm looking for the upset.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's happened a lot this year already.
Well, why not, right? Why not? Ann H is a fucking G, says Christian Beasley. Look at that. And what time are you and Mike going on Chatterbait later, says Tanner. What time? What time? What are you guys watching in the background? I noticed there's like music and stuff like that. You having a party over there?
Yeah, there's music in the background, all right.
All right.
We're in what do you call it? In the dining area, yeah.
So where are you guys?
So.
Where are you guys calling from right now?
Hallmark Inn.
Wait, you're in a Hallmark?
Uh-huh.
Wait, hold on. So you're calling from a card store right now?
No, that's just what it's called.
Oh, okay. Something's fishy over here. I don't know. I'm getting nervous right now. Hallmark. Okay, it's called Hallmark. There's noise in the background.
Hallmark
Okay.
Inn.
The Hallmark Inn. Oh, okay. Very nice. And there's dancing in the background.
Yeah. Yeah, there is.
All right. Now, is Mike a good dancer? How is Mike on the dance floor? Does he cut a rug?
Yeah, he cuts a rug if his knee doesn't give out.
Oh, okay. How are you guys feeling, by the way? I know Mike is out and about again, but how's the knee feeling?
He said he was sick for a while here. Had the stomach flu. Yeah.
All right. Well, it happens. It seems like everyone's getting sick. The flu shot is ineffective, so don't even bother getting that flu shot. It's garbage.
Yeah.
So don't worry about that.
Obviously.
All right, NH, how pumped? A 1 to 10, how pumped are you for this card, UFC 219?
I'd say at least a 7.
A 7? Okay. Well, there you go. Will you guys be having sex tonight?
Yeah, definitely. Most definitely.
All right, NH is having sex tonight. Yes, yes. All right, NH. Yes. Any last words?
Hot tub.
Ooh, hot tub. Ooh, hot tub. Oh, that's a good time, right? That's wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
All right, NH. Any last words?
No, not your last words. Just hello to everybody in the chat.
All right, and thank you for the call. It's always great to hear from you guys. Tell Mike hello.
All right.
And we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. Bye.
NH is having sex tonight. NH is having sex tonight. Woo! NH is having sex tonight with Mike H. Love is in the air. And it is wonderful, wonderful. Wonderful. All right, friends, we have to shut this shit down. 2018, Happy New Year. We're going to see you guys on Friday on this channel. The Fight Buddies on Fridays. On, Fight Buddies on Saturday. Saturday, we'll see you on this channel. On Friday, JBH's channel over there. She'll do Fuko Fridays. I'll call in over there. We'll have a little bit of fun. A lot of aids in store, so you're definitely going to want to check that out there on JBH's channel. After this, right now, let's all take the party over to Jessie's channel. Our moderator, Jessie the Beep Hill. Go subscribe to her. Link in the description. Kobe from Kobe's Corner. Check him out as well. And T-Man, our friend. Everyone is down below, but the party's going down at Jessie's channel. So everybody, bring something. Don't come in with your arms swinging. You better bring something. You better bring a trophy or some booze or some weed. And what the fuck? How the hell do we have 96 likes? Why do we not have 4 more likes over here? How do we not have 4 more likes on this show? This is a goddamn travesty. We need to get us to 100 likes over here so I can do helicopter dick. And that's that. Andrew the Immortal says, no, hurry up. I want to fap to JBH. Let's shut this shit down. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. 2017 has been fantastic. We grew this channel to 6,000 subscribers in a little over a year. This is the first complete year. It's wonderful, wonderful. Thank you all for watching. 2018 will be bigger, better, and stronger than ever. We are about to take over YouTube one fook at a time. And thank you guys for watching. And always remember, don't be an a-hole, be an MMA-hole.